I will open the stream again.
I've got it open.
Good. You will see. But when is the 15 over? Live. Yeah. Great. Sounds good to me. Hello everyone.
Awesome.
Happy Camper and Conical here. We're showing you Golden Sun. Yeah. Do you want to maybe give yourself a short introduction, then I do mine?
Hello, I'm conicallflak. I've been running this game for about 5 years or so now. Not this category specifically recently, but you know, we'll get through it. It's always fun when you do a pseudo derust on a marathon run. Hey Happy.
Yeah, I've done a little bit more than that. I've done 2 weeks or so of practicing a little bit, and yeah, so far not really good runs, but it will work out. It will work out. I'm pretty sure.
Just getting the bad ones out of the way.
True. Yeah, I've been running this since 4 years, pretty much exactly, because I joined when we were doing a when the community announced a community race. That was my first run that I submitted in the real category. For that I was only doing no cutscene patch, but yeah, we'll have plenty of time to talk about everything during the intro.
Plenty of time to talk about this because intro is quite long, so why don't we get going?
True. Let's talk about the names, shall we? So how do you really want to do it? I would be for going.
I'm just going to go standard names.
Yeah,
I know you're keen to rename characters. So
yeah.
The first, how many are you going to do? Are you going to do 4 or 7?
I'm going to do 7.
All right. So the next 7 people to say something in chat, get a character named after them. Go. I hope you're watching, Happy, because I don't have chat up.
Oh yeah, we only have 5 characters for the names, so like 5 letters. So
oh yeah, so they're going to be truncated names.
We will have to do short names. We have no volunteers so far. We have one. Okay. How do we write the name? Neen Kuku. Oh god.
Neen, and I reckon you just go with Neen, N-I-I-N.
Then we have Game Face.
Your Game Face.
Oh, very fitting, Garrett. Game. Let's just put Game F. Maybe.
I think we're gonna have to put a time limit.
I'm gonna just put. Okay, go back in chat and just put in some other guys. I see Jack from before. He's a fellow XCOM speedrunner. Then we have Rayo. And how are you naming the people? Are you just putting the same names?
Standard names. I've just gone standard names.
Damn, then you will have frame advantage.
I will have a whole 20 frame advantage of you in the intro.
Jesus.
So just for context, the names don't really matter because as soon as we gain control of the character, we change text speed to fast, which loads up 1 word per frame. And so the name's Isaac's name is the only name that matters for the very first cutscene, and at worst you lose 25 frames and the game runs at 60 frames per second. So the names don't really matter. Which is why we do renaming. At least in this category, they don't matter.
All right, nice. All you have won. You're Jenna. You just won the lottery.
Oh, congratulations, Al. You are the winner. Jenna is the best character.
All right, and last one. Okay, I just go with North here, or Rex. Let's put Rex. Very fitting for Shiba, right?
Yep.
Cocky little brat. All right, we are ready
to go.
All right. Who will show the countdown? Will you do the countdown for me?
I'll do the countdown, Happy. All right, are we ready? We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Woohoo!
We're off.
And of course, first we sleep and we stand up. Mommy,
First
I don't
we sleep,
want to
then
go
we
to
stand up,
school.
and then we do 40 minutes of intro cutscenes. Yay! Oh. So this is a fantastic speedrun. It's very good fun, but the downside of this speedrun is that the intro is very slow, very long, and very boring, and goes for about 40 minutes of mostly cutscene mashing, which is what we're doing now, with one short dungeon in the middle. But it's worth it because this is very fun. This is a very fun speedrun.
Yeah, payoff is after intro.
Payoff is after intro. Actually, payoff is after Goma Cave, really, is when the game starts getting good. At least we get to listen to a fantastic soundtrack.
After Tret, maybe.
All right, here we go. We're finally going to get control. Oh, I nailed the hardest menu in the game. Let's go.
Yeah, the one that you never practice.
Yeah, the one that nobody ever practices. Hardest menu in the game, setting text speed to fast.
It's actually not so easy, yeah? It's actually pretty weird. And you can do menu gliding already, which is... I mean, I guess we have time to explain it now or whenever. But...
Yeah, so we can explain it now. So this game is like very nicely set up doing speedrun things. The menus for a Game Boy Advance game are they're amazing. They're so smooth, they're so snappy. You can do frame perfect inputs if you're fast enough, and the game will just be like, yep, cool, that's fine, we accept that. And so that makes menuing very, very fun, very, very fast. And we have a couple of techniques to do it fast that we call menu gliding. Ooh, I missed the stairs. Which we'll see here. You see, I can go left 1 or left 2, or I can just go super, super, super fast through menus. It's called menu gliding. There's a few ways to do it. You can duplicate inputs by pressing start and select. You can press down to go right and up to go left. There's a couple of ways of doing it, like fighting style or whatnot. Oh, that's a shame failing this one.
not a fail flea. Jesus, I'm having a bad one.
Yeah, I got 2 on the second encounter, which is really bad. That's very
me
slow.
too. Weird.
Oh, forgot to mash. Yeah, so menu gliding is really the way you save a lot of, or is really where your skill comes from as a runner in this game, is being very fast and very accurate at menus. Because if you make a mistake in this category, you can kind of recover from it. In other categories, if you make a single input, the entire run dies. So getting good at menuing is a key skill to being good at this game. But it is very satisfying when you do big inputs of menus and it comes off well. It's one of those things that's really nice in this game. So this is the intro. The encounters in the intro are scripted, by the way. There's no random encounters yet. Whether or not you flee from them is random at this point. But the actual encounters themselves, we know exactly when they're going to happen. Which means we can do a little bit of RNG manipulation to kind of get very slight optimizations at the end of this. And then the whole point of this category and the whole reason we do the 40 minutes of intro is because right now the RNG is being completely randomized. It's incrementing every single frame at 60 frames per second. And that's kind of the point of this category. This is a no save and quit category. When you do save and quit in this game, you can control RNG perfectly. So you can do RNG manipulation runs that are, you basically cheat your way through the game. This category, we can't do that because saving and quitting is banned. So this is all about being able to adapt to whatever the game throws at you and hoping you don't do something silly and just get awful RNG and die. Because that happens a lot. It's part of the fun of it. Hey, Happy? Now, what did I get? XX. Wow, my RNG has been so bad I don't even have it in my notes. Love that.
Really?
Can we reset? Can we go again?
Just flee.
Just run away.
Yeah.
Just flee.
So if my notes are correct, like I'll just have to attack, which is, yeah. I just started using this recently because, to be honest, I didn't really care about intros. Like there's so much more time to save afterwards.
I have it is because there's one pattern that gives you an attacks first and something else. Sanctum, which is really nice.
Oh.
Other than that, it's just you save a couple of frames here and there, or a second or two here and there. It really doesn't matter.
But of course, if you want to go for the top runs, then you might want to need to watch also, and in this intro stage, every second counts.
It's a no, right? A second or two here versus an attacks first in Venus 2, right?
Yeah,
Which one saves you more time?
Yeah, if you can manipulate that, that would be great.
Yeah, that's where save and quit comes in. RNG manip.
Yeah, but then you can also do a lot of other nasty stuff.
Yeah. Which not. We do have access to quite a few glitches in this run. One in particular that we're not going to see for about an hour yet, which is the retreat glitch. We'll explain it more when we get there. That lets us do silly things. But for the most part, this run kind of looks like Golden Sun is intended with one major skip. We kind of do one major skip, or one major sequence break in this run. But other than that, it's mostly Golden Sun as intended, with a few little glitches here and there, which is nice. So if you're a Golden Sun fan, I think you'll enjoy this. At least I hope you'll enjoy it.
It's almost glitchless.
Mad through. Almost. No major glitches is kind of what we call it. Oh, Mad Blast. Oh, let's go. Insta-death.
Yep. Same here. So this is probably where most people split. But I have cursed splits. I split when Garrett is ruining the roof.
Oh, I don't even have my splits up. I just have a timer.
Oh, okay.
Why? Hang on. Why do you split when Garrett ruins the roof?
It's because it's cursed. Like there was.
Is it just because everybody splits somewhere different?
Yes, exactly. That's why I came up with this, because like at some point there was this discussion: where do you split? Do you split at when the fight is over, or when it fades to black, or have some other? And I was like, screw this! I'm taking another one. I don't care about it. I split when
literally
Garrett
everybody
ruins the
splits
roof.
at a slightly different point.
Also, pretty interestingly, it's almost exactly at 10 minutes, so it's a pretty good timer, I would say. Pretty good timing.
Yeah. Shoutouts to the best cutscene in the game, by the way.
Also there we see a little bit more of the in-game magic system. Like Garrett was just training 3 years after this incident. He was training his synergy or whatever you want to call it. Big hand. Called Move. We will see a lot of that in the run, and yeah, he was just practicing it because they like Garrett and Isaac, they want to become great warriors.
Yeah, lore-wise, basically, this town is a town that sits at the base of Mount Aleph, which is like a sacred mountain in the world, and people who live here have the ability to use magic, which in Golden Sun is called Synergy. 3 years ago, there was a big storm, bunch of people died. Isaac and Garrett got the crap beaten out of them by two random people and have now dedicated their lives to becoming warriors. And now we end up, because, you know, Isaac's dad died, and Jenna, her brother and parents all died, and it was like, maybe we could have helped them by, you know, knowing Synergy. So now they're learning. And here's a nice, you know, great little introduction to how Synergy works. Not that you can ever do this again in the game.
Yeah, for some reason we never see this, how you lift hay onto the roof, fixing things.
It would be shockingly useful in some dungeons as well if you could just do that. But anyway. Thank you, Camelot, for not allowing us to do silly things. But now we get like a lore dump of, yes, you're learning. Oh, Kraden, he's the old guy who's teaching you. Yay him.
And then we will have an encounter again soon. We'll meet somebody. Some familiar faces that we don't recognize, right?
Yes, the mystery man and mystery woman that, you know, maybe they'll show up again later in the game. Who knows? As, you know, the villains that we must defeat at the end, they'll reveal themselves. This is an unnecessarily long cutscene, unfortunately. But this is all world setting sort of stuff. They're explaining how the world works and motivations of the characters and what they're trying to do. But, you know, it's lore. We don't care that much about the in-depth lore at this point. Oh, yeah, and also Garrett is stupid.
Yep, that's where I split.
So we don't like Garrett very much. He's a bit mean. He's not very smart. He's supposed to be the tank of your party, but he's tanky in all of the wrong attributes for speedrunning purposes, so he's not even that useful. So he's kind of the community punching bag a little bit, Garrett.
Still not as bad as his son.
Well, not as bad as his son from Shoutouts to Dark Dawn, but, you know, no one played Dark Dawn, so...
It's a shame. It's underrated. It's not so bad as a game.
It is. I mean, it's not as good as Golden Sun and Golden Sun: The Lost Age, but it's fine.
I like Dark Dawn more than TBS, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a take.
Huh?
Look, I don't dislike Dark Dawn, but it's very forgettable to me.
Yeah, in a way. But it also has some interesting moments. And a very cute Jin introduction. But we'll come to that way later.
Yeah, we'll talk. Jin will take a little while
30
to
minutes.
explain, but we'll get there later. All right, I'm off.
Yay, we can
Let's
do
go.
stuff.
We can walk again. And what? It's Mystery Man and Mystery Woman again. That didn't last long.
Pink Lady and Blue Guy. Or shall we call her Red Lady?
I mean, pink is just light red, right?
And what is Jenna then? Magenta?
Purple.
Purple, yeah. Well, might work.
All right, we're about to be introduced to everyone's favorite character,
The old man?
the old man.
But before that, I'm doing
This
a
is Kraden.
slight change.
So in Golden Sun, there is one rule in Golden Sun, or one universal law. The number of text boxes you have is proportional to your age. The older you are, the longer you talk for. Kraden, very old. He never shuts up. He talks and he talks and he talks and he talks and he talks, and we don't like him very much because of it. But he's like the character's, or the game's lore dump character. He knows all about Cynergy and all about alchemy, which is like this nebulous force of magic in the world, and he kind of tells you all of the lore-related things. He's the big walking exposition device that is required to get you into the game. Thankfully, he doesn't hang around for too long in this game. Although that might be getting ahead of ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, there's also other old guys that talk to us quite a bit.
Yeah, but we'll get to them later.
But the more I think about it, I mean, we will not see them in this game, but there's one old guy. How was he called? Toad. It's not. Is it? Todomper is the son, isn't it? But there's that old guys that came back. Or like the son of Domper? I can't remember.
Yep. So
like
Lumpa
he's also pretty old, but he has
Domper, and then it's
he has not that many lines, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's pretty much one.
Oh, by the way, shout out
cutscene.
to the world's best guard.
Oh yeah, he's
trying
great.
to sneak up to Mount Aleph and then immediately turns his back on you. Good job, mate.
Bye.
All right, Soul Sanctum. This is the game's tutorial dungeon. This is where we're going to learn all about RNG and encounters, and our favorite aspect of this game, which is, in general, fleeing is faster on average. This whole game is basically one big expected value calculation, where we have figured out, is it better on average to take encounters and kill them, or to just run away, and every now and then you fail to flee and it's, oh, that's bad. And in general, for most of the game, it's faster just to run. So the flee rate is based on, it's a calculation based on enemies' party level compared to your level. every time you fail to flee, you get a flat plus 20%. So at most, you can only fail theoretically 5 times. Actually, no, because you can have negative values. You could fail more than that.
Yeah, you can.
But in general, it's faster to run away, even if you get some flee fails every now and then. And at the moment, that's not too bad. Later on, when enemies are a lot stronger and we are very weak, that can get quite scary because it's pretty easy to just die if you get unlucky. Okay, so there's your first example of like menuing in this game and how snappy it can be. In that menu, you can hotkey some synergies to L and R. So I put move on L, retreat on R, and then used an item to unlock a door. And all of that in like about 1.5 seconds. So you can do things very, very quickly.
You do this at this stage already?
Yeah, I think theoretically it's a little bit faster to do it later. But I just do it here. It doesn't save that much time and I just get it out of the way.
Also, there's probably a minor difference. You're probably having Garrett in slot 2, right? I'm having Garrett in slot 1.
Yes. Yes. Are you doing slot 1 Garrett? Oh my god. That's just peak meme. So, Camelot, who developed this game, have some awesome attention to detail. And one of the things that happens, and we'll see it coming up in not too long, is there's an interaction between Isaac and Garrett where Garrett basically steals something from Isaac. If you place Garrett into slot 1, he already has the item, and so he doesn't have to take it from Isaac. And as a result of that, if that text box was still there where he did it, it wouldn't make any sense. And so Camelot know this, and so removed the text box. So it is slightly faster to move Garrett into slot 1. You then have to move him back into an additional menu, but it works out to be exactly 69 frames faster if done optimally. So it's a very nice strat.
It's a meme strat because it doesn't really matter, and like for most people who played this for a long time, who run this for a long time, it's messing with your muscle memory. Yeah. So not a lot of people do that. I think I'm pretty much the only
Nobody
one.
does it. No one does it. The TAS does it. And that's about it. Right? 69 frames is great for a TAS, but that's like a second. Like
Rest in
nobody
peace,
cares enough to do that.
I have 1 death. Jenna is down.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my god, are you gonna get the famed Soul Sanctum party wipe?
No. I'm far away. Just 1 more encounter remains. No, that's not happening.
Can I get this encounter skip? No. Oh, this is a terrible room to get encounters. Well, I've actually had
That was terrible.
Wow, I'm pretty good. I've had a pretty good start. I've only just not gone sub 18. Oh, I have. I've gone sub 18. Nice. Let's go.
I'm probably at 18-20 or so.
Pretty good start, actually. Take that. Oh, we have janky pillars here. I keep forgetting about the janky pillars. I haven't really run this category seriously since before we found that.
18-13. So you're 20 seconds ahead.
Yeah, so 20 seconds ahead is not that much. Like, that disappears. That can disappear very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how to solve the puzzles optimally in this section? Because I once in a race messed it up.
What do you... But it's barely a puzzle.
Yes, I know.
What, did you, like, push the pillar without doing the thing in the hole?
Without moving the left part, yeah. A cutscene of shame. And I still won that race.
Wow.
If I remember, that's correctly.
Right, so you can do a little janky push on these pillars. You can kind of come up, and if you position yourself properly, and I'm not very good at doing quick, you can push them diagonally. Only works on these pillars in the entire game. All other pillars just work normally. But Soul Sanctum and Vale, which is the opening town. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Is a little bit janky.
You don't say.
I have to pull the big guy.
Too close. Thanks for the good luck. Yay, I made a diagonal push. Ah, I made both. I'm catching up.
Oh, did I drop out for a little bit? Am I back?
Seems so.
Am I okay? Am I good?
Let's see.
Go ahead.
Yeah, OBS is still capturing that, so should be fine.
Oh yeah, I did. I had a small
Maybe you
little
dropped out for 10 seconds. or so.
Australian internet moment.
Don't worry, it will be fine. It will be fine.
So we're back. I'm just secretly pausing everything so that I can, you know, cheat. Reset the RNG.
Oh yeah, by the way, totally forgot to do local recording. Let's start that now. I mean, not that I expect to PB, like that would be very unlikely.
Is my OBS still... Am I still... Oh, hang on. So I'm trying to sort this out while we're doing things. Am I...
Could have checked.
What have I done?
I'll check
Am I
in a
still
moment.
streaming?
No. Currently it's a black screen.
No. Hang on, I'll stop and restart. I'll restart my stream and hopefully it comes back. Oh, my OBS is just like
OBS is dead.
gone. OBS is dead and now I can't connect to the stream key. That's fun. Please hold, we have some technical issues.
I mean, we have a long cutscene coming up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well my OBS is just like
no.
it stopped streaming and now it's not connecting. Oh, here we go, we're back. I've reconnected.
Let's see.
Should have done this while the cutscene was going. So I'm just
I
giving
still
you
only
20
see a
seconds
black
back.
screen on the stream. Maybe we need some.
Yeah, I'm
attention.
reconnected again. It dropped my connection to then said it couldn't find the stream key.
Okay.
That was weird.
Ah, no. No, it seems like you're
We're
back.
back.
But
Yeah.
the delay is different. Like suddenly
No,
I'm in.
it's because I
Suddenly I'm
yeah, it's
ahead.
because I stopped while I, it's
you
because I stopped
stopped.
while I was trying to
okay.
debug.
Easy.
I just gave you your time back.
Easy race. I'm just DDoSing you. Easy.
That was weird. I don't know what happened there.
It wasn't me, I swear. All right, back to the run. Maybe
Now we get to listen to one of the best soundtracks in the one of the best tracks in the entire game.
True, true.
This game has amazing music. The soundtrack in this game is phenomenal. Like, try and remember that this track is being played on a Game Boy Advance sound card. It's crazy. Probably talk lore-wise what is going on here. So, right now we're learning about the elemental stars. In Golden Sun, there are the 4 classical elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. And these are the elemental stars are purified, condensed versions of each of the 4 elements that are basically the keys to the, power of the world. And we've just discovered them. They're hiding place. And now Creighton, the old man, is going to convince literal teenagers to steal them. Because, that's how it rolls.
He first tries himself, but he's old.
He
man,
does try
shaky,
himself first.
Not so sure footing. It's slippery here. So he's coming back. But yeah, these elemental stars might be very important for the overall story quite shortly.
Yeah, so big picture stuff in the world is that a long time ago, people, or Synergy users and just people in general, were using the power of alchemy to, wage war and kill each other, as people like to do. And so a bunch of people got together and said, this is bad, we don't like this. And so they sealed away alchemy into the power of the elemental stars and hit them in Soul Sanctum, which is where we are, in the middle of Mount Aleph. And in order to release alchemy on the world, you can throw the elemental stars in each of the 4 elemental lighthouses, and that will once again release alchemy onto the world to be used by mankind. That's, you know, our job is to make sure that doesn't happen.
And that's why we're stealing them, right?
And that's why we're stealing them. Well, we're stealing them because, you know, Creighton's an academic. He wants to study them. As a scientist myself, I get that. Totally get that. Hey, here's a thing I don't understand. I want to study it. Please give it to me. I sympathize with Creighton. We just have, you know, very simple jumping puzzles or jumping maze to pick them up. But there are, you know, little frame savers we can do here. Little half-tile jumps. You can jump off the middle of the tile instead of all the way to the side and save a couple of frames of movement every time. That's all we've got in intro, of these tiny little frame savers.
I kind of ruined it because after the cutscene I was still mashing and doing a move.
The overmashing move.
I mean, it makes sense, like, if you can pay attention to when cutscenes end, that would be awesome, but sometimes you don't realize, especially in the long cutscenes, like, you need to stay focused.
Yeah. So you're just mashing, are you? You're not using a auto mash?
I'm only using turbo when, or like auto mashing, yeah, when I'm doing stuff turbo, besides when I need my hands free. But now I can mash, so I will mash.
So because this category has so much mashing in it, it's really hard on your wrists, and so we actually do allow turbo to be used at 10 hertz, which is slower than optimal mashing. Over the course of an entire run, it saves probably somewhere around 45 seconds to mash yourself. So for top times, you can do it. I think, well, neither of the world record holders currently in different categories for no save and quit actually use turbo. Oh no, actually do mashing themselves. They all use turbo. And it kind of saves your wrists, which is nice. We only allow it during cutscenes, though. You can't just use it for other stuff.
I mean, it also like gets weird when you use it outside of cutscenes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the, you can also explain a little bit about the cutscenes itself. Like, on my screen you can see my inputs. Like, I'm pressing B pretty much constantly, but A, L, and left and right I mash through, and that's because B is like removing a buffer step. Like it speeds up slightly the cache or whatever, the cutscene flows
the way it
a bit faster.
Yeah.
And the other buttons, A, L, left and R and right, they are pretty much clearing the text boxes, and therefore we get a lot more than 10 hertz by mashing. Otherwise it would be pretty difficult to press a button more than 10 times per second. But we pretty much press 3 buttons for text box clearing in that way.
Yeah, and we don't care so much about the yes/no dialog boxes either. You pretty much always say yes. There are very few times where you actually say no.
Yep.
So we just mash A and L and R, which will always give us yes answers. Oh, we should have pointed out that little cutscene of Garrett not taking the elemental star from Isaac for you, but taking it off.
Oh yeah, true. I totally forgot about that.
That's right.
It's so minor you probably won't notice it. Even I don't really know what to look for. Like it's just one text box difference, I guess.
Also, the Flint tutorial is slightly faster.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Like.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the Garrett defends slightly faster, which doesn't make any sense to me, but that's the way it is. All right, we almost have control back. Hey, we can do stuff again. I have some catching up. I have a little bit of catching up to do.
Yeah, and then more cutscenes.
Yeah, and then more cutscenes. Exactly right. Yay! So we only have about 10 more minutes of cutscenes, and then we can do some more stuff again.
So yeah, pretty much what happened in the meanwhile, like we were talking about the elemental stars earlier. So once we took the third elemental star, this group came in, mystery woman and mystery man, plus another mystery kid. And they steal the stars from us because they have reasons. I'm not sure if we want to explain the whole story, but
like I said,
they
the
want
elemental
the stars for
lighthouses.
themselves.
They want to release alchemy on the world. Like, it's been sealed away for too long. That's bad. We want to release it. So they're here to steal the elemental stars and go and use it to light the lighthouses. And we think that's bad. And so does this dude, the gigantic floating rock, the wise one. Floating Mike Wazowski.
I mean, the floating rock doesn't really say anything, but they are suddenly getting scared, so they run away.
I mean,
But
if
still
a gigantic
talking for 5 minutes before
with an eye appeared in front of me, I'd get pretty scared too.
True. Floating rock with one eye. Scary.
Yep.
Let's go.
But, you know, they have to have a, committee meeting about it first. Floating rock's not that bad. He helps us. He's a cool dude for now.
Also awesome portal sound.
You're already at the portal? My god, I really did stop for like way too long.
Half a minute or maybe even more. Like you were 20 seconds ahead of me.
And now I'm like 20 seconds behind you.
Yeah.
Silly internet. Hopefully it doesn't do it again.
Also, it's why I like having two monitors. Like I can do stuff in OBS while I'm running cutscenes. Very helpful when something goes wrong.
Yeah. When something happens, yeah.
What's that? A nice sprite in chat. It's like a nice bird. Wonder bird. Wonder birds.
Oh, it's the Phoenixes. Love that.
Oh!
Yeah, shout outs to my Doom Dragon % route upcoming.
You do a lot of phoenixes?
In Magma Rock, yeah, I do a big, I'm gonna do a big attacks first Phoenix chain to gain all of my levels for the entire run. It's beautiful.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I get like 5 double Phoenixes in a row.
Fighting is faster on average.
It is when you get to a late game dungeon at level 6.
Yeah.
Not things we have to contend with in this run. That's different game, different category. So in this run, we are underleveled, but not by
Not as
by that
bad as
much.
that, yeah.
Like our underleveledness doesn't really become a huge issue until we get to the very end of this game. And even then we beat the game at like level 18? Something like that. 16 to 18.
Mia is on 18
in that
maybe.
range.
Yeah. But the others I think was on 16 or 17. After level ups.
Yep.
But what you've also done Fusion Dragon %. When do you finish that? Which level? 11?
Pretty low, like level 12. You gain a lot fighting more than you'd think, fighting the storm lizards in Suhala. And then again, fighting Satoros and Minardi, you gain quite a lot. Oh, I'm finally free. I can retreat and then immediately go into more cutscenes.
Finally, the next cutscene.
Oh, I overmashed into the menu, no! Alright, last of the long cutscenes and then intro will be done. And then we can actually start the game properly. Mostly. Now the elemental stars have been stolen. The power of the elemental stars caused Mount Aleph to erupt. He can do that. And now we're going to be sent on our quest. And fun fact, great little attention to detail thing from Camelot here. You can say no to the quest. When they ask, will you take on the fate of the world? If you say no and then leave the sanctum, the game just ends. It fades to black and says something like, and so the world drifted towards its inevitable fate. And the game just ends.
Yeah, and you got back to the start menu.
Yeah.
Title menu, yeah. Actually, Plexa did this like a year ago in a run. And you can just continue. I didn't actually know that, but you can go back pretty much before the question. So
yeah, you can either go back to before the question or load a save.
So it doesn't even really cost that long of a time. I could, if I find it out, I could show it off maybe. Because I don't really know when the question is asked, but it's like relatively late in this cutscene.
Yeah, it's just before the wise one reappears.
Alright, then I will try to pay attention to that.
Oh, bad ending percent. We love it.
Let's go. It's just fair. You waited for me, now I have to wait for you.
Yeah, you're just equalizing the time again.
Yep.
Should have just started from post intro. RNG manipulation be damned. Alright, that's the whole reason like I said earlier, it's the whole reason we do intro, because as soon as we leave Vale, if you can save and quit there, you just gain control of the RNG. And you can just manipulate basically until Satoros, until the first major boss fight.
Yeah, and in later stages there's some sections where you lose control again, but you can gain it again in some other section, or whenever you save and quit, and go back.
Yeah.
But of course, resetting the game takes a while, so it's worth it to usually keep going as long as you can with a manip.
You've got to be getting close to bad ending percent questions, yeah?
Now I'm mashing B, like, let's see if I can do it. Ah, he's coming to me. Is he asking a question?
Yeah, it's when he goes back into the corner. He asks the question, I think.
Let's see. I said no.
And then if you leave, you get a fade to black.
And it went to the destruction.
And this is where we turns out we were wrong, and it actually, you have to start the game all over again.
This time I say yes.
Yeah.
So that took only like, I don't know, 10 seconds, maybe less.
Yeah, it's very cool that you can do that. Fade to black. Oh, it does. It gives you the choice. Restart from Great Healer, restart the game.
Yeah, let's, I've just been going like for 39 minutes. Let's
just go
restart.
again.
Yeah. Is it too late for a
Now
reset?
I'm ahead again. Actually, we should talk about Jin, given as we're about to find them.
True.
Game
They were
mechanics.
also released from the elemental stars. They were somehow bound to them. And now they are distributed all across the world. And one of them we will meet shortly. Our first Jin.
Jin are basically the way Golden Sun handles classes. So there are 7 for each element. They're elementally aligned, and they come in 3 sort of states, either set, standby, or recovery. When a Jin is set to a character, they boost your stats, they boost your elemental power, they affect what class you're in, and different combinations of Jin set to a character will give you different classes and different abilities. They also have a unique battle ability that you can use when they're set. Once you use it, they go into standby mode. When they're in standby mode, you no longer get the stat boost, you no longer get the class effects, so your character becomes a little bit weaker. But on the flip side, you can summon the Jin in very powerful attacks. And the more Jin of the same type you have stacked, the more powerful the summon. They then go into recovery mode after you summon them, and each character will recover 1 Jin per turn of battle. And then when they recover, they go back to being set. And so you have this progression of set to standby to recover, where you can change stats mid-fight, you can change abilities mid-fight just by manipulating your Jin and your summons while still doing damage. It's a very, very cool, very, very versatile system. That's a lot of replayability. And it really rewards experimenting. If you don't know how to set up certain classes, the game really rewards you experimenting with different Jin setups, which is quite cool. And very soon we're going to meet the first Jin, Flint, who is going to explain all of that, but much worse.
Oh yeah, sadly the in-game tutorial for that is not so great. It's a lot better in Dark Dawn because it's also very cute, but still, it has to be explained a lot more detailed because there's just so many things you can do with different classes. Like you can turn people
It's even
into
better
healers,
in the Lost Age when you can just skip it entirely.
Yeah. You can make people faster, you can make people more durable, of course, with different classes because they give the stat boosts.
So we do a lot of manipulating Jin and who has what Jin at what time in order to manipulate class. Oh, I got a little hop on the way out. So here we go. We're going to meet the first Jin, Flint. A little buddy. We love Flint. So we leave the big cutscenes and immediately join another cutscene. Didn't get the cursed encounter though, which is nice.
There's still a chance that you don't get an encounter the rest of the way. Like one fourth.
There is.
I think 25% chance.
Yeah, 25%, a third, something like that. 1 in 3. Generally what I go with.
Also very
So because,
cool
again,
tunes.
because we can't control the RNG, we are beholden to whatever encounters the game wants to throw at us. But your encounter steps, so the time between encounters is random. That's set by the RNG. But every time you enter a new area, basically anywhere you enter, you get a pop-up telling you where you are. So like entering towns, entering dungeons, the encounter steps will reset to 0. So it is possible to chain what we call encounter skips, where you go between areas without taking an encounter or taking 1 fewer encounters than expected. It's very, very nice when they happen, but we can't control them in this category. So if I get to Vault, which is the next dungeon, without getting an encounter, yay, we're happy. If not, then hopefully it's not a bad encounter and we don't die. There are also pre-battle actions that can happen with encounters. So when an encounter starts, you can either get caught by surprise, where the enemy will get a free action against you. That's very bad. We don't like that at all. That has a very high chance late in the game of you just dying and killing the run, which is bad. Or you can get an attacks first, which is a guaranteed flee. We can use it as a guaranteed flee, which is really, really good. Early on here, it doesn't really save any time at all. Oh, I got an encounter. Doesn't really save any time at all. Late in the game, it can save 30 seconds per attack. Just, oh my god, I got a triple fail on the first encounter. Ugh. Double kill
fail
already. I got
second
fail.
fail.
That was wonderful.
Only 2 fails.
I got 3. So
Catching
I
up.
explained earlier, but every time you fail to flee an encounter, you get a plus 20% chance to flee the next time you try, and that stacks. So if you fail 3 times, I have a plus 60% on a flee rate that was already about 30-odd%. So I had failed like a 95% chance to flee on the last one. Triple fails are uncommon.
At that early, yes, very uncommon.
This early on, very uncommon. Later in the game, you can get quad fails, and that's just very sad. Oh, this is Master Hammett. He is a merchant that had some stuff stolen from him, so he's leaving this dangerous town to go to an even more dangerous town, and then shockingly he gets kidnapped.
Yeah, and we don't see him again. So
we don't. Yeah, there's a
care
side quest where you can save him. We're not going to do it. Side quests are slow. We don't need to do that. And this is Ivan. He's our third party member. He needs to learn the meaning of consent. He's a Jupiter Djinn, a Jupiter adept. So adepts, people who can use Psynergy, are aligned to one of the elements. Isaac is a Venus adept, so he uses Earth magic or Earth Psynergy. Garrett is a Mars adept. He uses Fire Psynergy. Ivan is a Jupiter adept, so he uses Wind Psynergy, which means he's very, very fast. He has a special ability to read minds, which he just uses on everybody without asking them, which is a little bit, hello, don't do that. But yeah, but being fast is good. Agility is like our favorite stat. In general, if we can outspeed an enemy, we can usually kill it before it can do anything to us. And that's because of the way summons work. Summons do damage independent of character level. A level 1 character using a summon will do the same damage as a level 99 character using the same summon, which is really, really good. So we just want to outspeed everything, and that's what Ivan is good at. The downside is, as one of our community members, Bowie the Hero, likes to say, he is made of wet tissue paper blowing in the breeze. He dies very, very easy. So keeping him alive can be a significant challenge.
Yeah,
now we have to help him find the stuff
one
that
attack wipes him easily. So
yep,
it will be tough keeping him alive. But actually,
we're also going to collect a bunch of random stuff out of boxes that are going to be useful later.
The good stuff. I hope you didn't forget the nut.
Little show-off move. See if I can make this work.
Oh, are you jumping down? No. You're not skipping out. No, you're not skipping out.
No, God no.
Why are you showing off then?
This almost never works. I don't have a consistent setup for this, but I'm gonna try it. Ah, no, they didn't go. Are you gonna go the right way? Yeah. Can I?
This can be quite funny. The chase with the bandits. But yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, I tried. If you trap one of the bandits in the corner, like the orange bandit in the top right corner, Ivan will mind read it, or will mind read them from all the way across the room, and it's very funny. But I don't have a consistent setup to do it. I tried, I failed.
And it saves what? 5 seconds?
Oh, it doesn't save anything.
Even.
It's just funny watching Ivan mind read from the other side of the room. Because the logic of how the bandit chase ends is if the bandit cannot move in any direction. And so there is one very specific spot in the corner that you can wedge them where they can't move in any direction. And so no matter where Ivan is standing, he will mind read them from wherever he's standing. And it's very funny. But I didn't get it to work, which is fine. All right, so now we have the first boss fight coming up. Boss, it's very hard to lose to these guys. Or the main thing you lose to these guys is time. They have a couple of very annoying abilities. Well, one very annoying ability, and that is they can heal themselves using herbs. They only have a set number of them. Yeah, they only have a set number of them. Every time they use it, you lose a little bit of time. There's up to 4 of them. If you get all 4, you're sad because you lose like 30 seconds. But it's pretty hard to actually die to them. Not impossible, but hard. So
I mean, if they go focus on one guy, like if they focus on Ivan, for instance, then they can kill one. But it rarely happens. Let's see if one of us gets it. That would be cursed. I had it happen in one of my D-restaurants.
So you're gonna get a good first showing of battle menuing. Like I said, you can do stuff in menus very, very quickly.
Okay.
I'm already powering. We love that.
I'm already messing it up.
Tack, tack. This is pretty good so far. No herbs turn 1. Gonna get some ranges. Oh, I got one of the ranges as well. Ooh, double proc slice. That's scary. 1 herb.
Oh, there's a good 1 herb here. 2 herbs.
He defended. That's good. All right, I'm okay. Oh, I should have done a flare.
I think I need 1 more turn.
That was pretty good. That's a pretty good fight.
Ah, 3 herbs. Fuck you.
I only got the 1. I'm pretty happy with that. And I got one of the thief ranges on the second ray, which is nice. I had a pretty good fight.
All right. 3 herbs is not so great, but whatever. At least nobody died because one of my guys was pretty low on 11 HP.
Yeah, Isaac's on 10, which is not fun.
It's pretty much worst case if Isaac dies, because you really want Isaac to get some experience here early on. Or actually, it might be even worse if Ivan dies. I'm not sure. Because there's a few fights coming up where you want some experience to get to some certain levels. Because you want to outspeed some enemies, and then it really becomes tough if you cannot outspeed them and you cannot even heal in time, then it gets wonky.
In particular, an enemy coming up. So in the next dungeon, there is a Mars Djinn. And the thing about Djinn is that not all of them come willingly. Sometimes you have to beat them into submission a little bit. So there's a fight coming up with the Djinn, and they tend to be slightly stronger than most of the random encounters in an area, which we're a little bit underleveled, just a touch. So it's quite dangerous. He can kill us, the Djinn fight coming up, if we're not careful. And we need some lucky agility rolls on Isaac for 2 level ups in order to be able to outspeed him. I forgot to check on my first one because I always do. Despite having in like 100-point font in my notes saying check agility, I always forget to check agility.
I'm not even trying.
I'm just gonna YOLO it and hope for the best. Yeah.
I don't even know where in the textbook it is. Because I never bothered with it.
Yeah. So what's happening in this cutscene is Ivan was the servant, I guess, of Hammett, who's the dude who was in the wagons. He's been kidnapped by some thieves, and they're telling us, hey, you gotta go, maybe you should try and help him. Ivan's gonna go help him. We're not. Ivan's gonna fail and eventually just come and join us anyway and give up.
Yeah, and he does it because he read our minds earlier and realizes that this is a pretty important quest to take on, and he wants to help. So there's something good in Ivan. He wants to help.
Which is good for us because we like Ivan. He's like the MVP of this speedrun.
True, without him that would be tough.
It'd be very, very tough.
Or the combination move is really good. Elven shirt plus Ivan.
Yes.
That's the real game winner. So yeah, most important stat, agility. Be fast. Outspeed your opponents. Crush them.
Oh, as if I missed him.
But there's also...
We're going to talk to the mayor.
There's also another way that we can... I mean, we can talk about it now, maybe.
Yeah.
That other ways to outspeed us priority moves. There's not many. Like, your magic doesn't really provide any. but some Jin abilities do.
What a rate. Yeah, some Jin have priority abilities.
And actually, one of them is coming up after the next dungeon. So we will also get Granite, the first priority gen then.
I've had 3 encounters. I haven't even passed the forest yet. I got 4 encounters on the way to Coma Cave.
I never had that many.
I have never seen 4 encounters there before.
Did you touch some forest? Like, how the hell?
They were all first try. I got 1 attacks first, and the other 3 were first try fleas. But I got 4 encounters. That was so bad.
I got 1.
I've never seen that before. My God.
1 is pretty lucky, to be honest. But
1, yeah, you expect 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And 1 is a very good run. 3 is very bad. 4 is I don't know anyone else who's ever gotten 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I got 4 yet. Wow. No.
Wow, that was funny. All right, this is kind of the last of the cutscenes for a while. Well, kind of. This is kind of where the intro ends. Now we just kind of get into the game and do some stuff because we have another dungeon. So like I said, we need to take 1 more level up in this dungeon before we get to the Forge fight, which is the Jin fight. I'm going to be a little bit particular with exactly what enemies we fight. I want to take a high experience enemy so that way Garrett gets a level up as well. It's not required, but it makes things just a little bit easier. He becomes a little bit less squishy. His agility doesn't matter because his agility is trash. He never outspeeds anything. Garrett's very slow. This is one of Ivan's other abilities, is Whirlwind. He can blow away bushes and stuff. Alright, let's look for a good encounter. That's a good encounter. Oh, is single head enough, actually?
I mean, you only need 1 experience for a level up, so it is enough.
Yeah, but for Garrett, though.
Optionally, it would be 2, I think. I think you cannot get a level up with Garrett here.
Yeah, no, he didn't get it off the single. So I'll just take another
ideally, you
encounter
take like an encounter with 2 heads. Okay, that means I need to heal.
This is Forge up in the top
please.
Right. We shall go and fight him. This will be enough. Ordinarily, I wouldn't kill these skeletons, but I want a little bit more experience just for Garrett. And those skeletons can be very trolly. If you flee fail, they can do a lot of damage. Wow, I'm getting bad encounter rates. Oh, Mystic Flame.
Yeah, I had 1 head giving me 3 Mystic Flames. That hurt.
Yeah, Mystic Flame is very slow. It's a very slow ability.
And it hurts.
And it hurts.
Come on, give me a good one. Single skeleton. Nope. Still holding on with the counter. Alright, I take that one.
Hopefully that's my last encounter before I get to Forge. Yep. And now we're gonna fight him. I don't remember. Flint attack raid. So if Ivan takes any damage here, nice, I outsped. Oh, he tried to run. Ah, that's the other thing. Yeah, Jin can run away from you in these fights. And it's really bad because you have to reset the room in order to reset them to fight them again. So we do not want to see them run, ever. Some of them are not too bad. Some of them take up to a minute to get back to. So you can lose a lot of time.
Oof, blast. Ouch.
Yeah, I had a flee fail. Them fleeing and failing is really good because that's very, very fast. So I got a flee fail, so that was a really, really good Forge fight. It's actually been a pretty good Goma Cave. And there is a possible encounter skip here if I get through this room. Oh, I didn't get it. That's a shame. That's okay, though.
All right. I'm also past Forge now.
All right, there we go. And now there's no more encounters once I get into this room. So that's Goma Cave. That was a, pretty good Goma Cave. You take that. I've had better. I've had a lot worse. And now we're gonna like de-squishy ourselves a little bit and do some shopping. I'm gonna sell my water of life. And we're gonna buy some stuff.
Oh no.
Oh, did you have bad things happen?
I have a crit, yeah, okay. Okay, I got away. Whew. Because my guys were getting low. But yeah, we didn't really talk about the Water of Life but it will be an important item later on. As yeah, you can revive people with it, which is very nice. But we don't really need it, or how do we say? Technically we would need it, but we need items more than we need the Water of Life at the moment. So we're selling it for now.
The Water of Life, when you sell it, will go into the artifacts inventory of herb sellers. So you can buy it back for more than you sold it for, which is really useful because you can sell it for quite a lot of money at the moment. Later on, money's not going to be a problem at all. But right now, we can use that money to like buy weapons and armor to make ourselves just a little bit stronger, because there is a very difficult boss fight coming up in about 20 minutes time. And we would not be able to do that boss fight without... We could go straight there right now, but we need to power up a little bit more first. In particular, we need to go and collect a djinn called Granite. Granite is one of the best djinn in the game, because Granite's ability is, for one turn, will reduce all damage taken by 50%. Oh, I should have healed. Which is very, very good. It takes about... I think it's like 2.5 minutes or something out of our way to get to Granite. Before we get to the next box in 20 minutes time, we will have made all of that back and more. Granite is very, very good.
I mean, it would be pretty much... It's not impossible, but I guess very tedious to beat Saturus without Granite. Like, you would need level ups, very sure.
It's very, very slow.
Yeah. We can do another shout out for Boy, because I think he did a low % run without using Djinn. So
he did a no Djinn run.
Yes. So
and this game is not designed to be done without Djinn. It's even at level, if you max level, it's almost impossible.
All right, you're probably at the next cutscene, right?
Llama stuff. Yeah, I'm at the Trek cutscene. So there's a little bit of drama llama stuff going on in this part of the world. When Mount Aleph erupted, it spewed synergy stones everywhere, and it's kind of causing a little bit of havoc. And one of the big problems that it's causing is in this place, Kolima Forest. There is a sacred tree, literally a tree with a face that talks, like it's a sentient tree. And the denizens of the local town, Kolima, decided it was a good idea to try and chop down this talking tree in order to build a palace for Lord McCoy's wife. And when the synergy stones fell on it, while he was a bit angry, he got super duper angry and used his magic to turn all of the local people into trees. And so we have to try and stop them. But his power doesn't work on us because we have synergy that saved us. Those big blue bubbles are kind of Deus Ex Machina synergy bubbles that we never see again, and they stop us from turning into trees. So we are going to come back here. We're watching this cutscene now because, well, we have to watch it eventually. May as well watch it now.
I mean, we need to watch it before we get to Granite, and this is a bit faster here to take it here than to go at the place where we get Granite, which is the next town.
Yeah. We can also skip all of this and do it later and go straight to Mercury Lighthouse and fight to do the Storos fight, collect our next party member, and do all of that now. The game intends for you to come here first, but you can do it in either order, and there are unique dialogue boxes should you do Mercury Lighthouse first. But again, we're going to come here and then backtrack to Mercury Lighthouse and then come back here later anyway. It's just faster to do it this way and get granite first and then go back and do Mercury Lighthouse and come here again later because granite is just that good. He's crazy good. He also gives us access to the level 2 Venus summon, Ramses, which is also very good.
More
so
damage,
shout out, one of the few dialogue boxes we say no to.
Oh, true. I totally forgot about it. Where
it saves an entire box of dialogue.
Because I forgot about it. I will just mash through.
So going to do another little collection. Going to pick up the apple. So picked up a few things. Picked up some herbs. Picked up some. I've picked up a mint. I've picked up an apple. There's a couple of bits and pieces. I might even get one of the backup herbs just to be safe. And all of these things are going to come in handy for the Saturos fight. These are all required to beat Saturos.
Huh. I think I said no at the correct time. I'm not sure.
Oh, Ivan's going to die. Please. Oh, he didn't. Thank God.
Maybe a thing that I also do different here. I actually put Forge on Ivan already and set him so that he gets more.
Oh yeah, I don't do that until much later. Yeah, I don't do that until later.
This is maybe a marathon safety thing that you could consider because it's
Well, he's normally pretty
speedrunners don't really
physical
mess
damage
with it.
doesn't. Physical damage doesn't cause him problem. It's when the ghosts use rumble on him. That's when he starts to have issues. He's actually, oh my God, 4 encounters. He's actually pretty good at dealing with physical damage.
Yeah, with all the items that you bought, he has pretty high defense at the moment.
I got 5. So this basement sucks because you don't get Jin recoveries and you don't get PP recoveries, but you take encounters. I took 5 encounters.
Ouch.
That's really bad. Yeah, that's bad.
3
is average.
Now,
2 is possible. 3 to 4 is what you generally get.
I will probably get 4. Let's see.
Yeah. I think Plexa got 8 once.
Okay, I got 3.
Yeah, you got just 3's good. You happy with that? I got 2 once. 2 is possible. I've had it once.
How much HP do you have on Ivan at the moment? Because I got like
down to 11 and I healed him. Nice.
Oh, I mean, how does he have total max HP? Because I think mine is 59.
I got no idea. 44.
Yeah, Forge gives you a ton of extra HP. That's why.
I do it. I just wait till I get a good menu to do it. Probably be very soon. Oh, I just took all of that forest.
Rats, we love them. They're mostly defending. And when they eventually attack, they deal a ton of damage for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, that whole rat line is just terrible. Causes problems for the entire game. Can I make it without another encounter? Yeah, nice. That's not too bad. All right, now fleeing stops being faster on average for a little bit. We need to get some levels, so I'm actually going to kill some stuff. Oh, it's just such a sad encounter. Come on.
Come on. Yes.
That's better.
Oh, forgot to split at Goma Cave. Of course, the gnomes run. Of course, less experience for me. Perfect.
Yeah, I've got more than enough experience now. So now I've got all the experience I need. Oh, what? The ghoul didn't die. That's unexpected. Oh, it's because I took Gust off of Ivan. Huh, I didn't realize that became a range. Oh, that's the wrong button. I'll just wait until we get... Oh, I already have it back. Yep, alright. Cool, so now I have enough experience I can go back to running away from stuff, which is very sketchy because this is where enemies start getting very strong. Oh. Oh, bad. Oh, bad.
Bears?
Okay, we're okay. No, we're fine. No, no. Oh, come on.
Come on, let him go.
RNG manipulation moves. No, we're getting gnomed on Ivan. But it's okay. We're okay. Oh. Now we've got Bear. Oh my god.
I'll take one more.
Triple fail. Oh, Ivan's still alive. How is Ivan still alive? Oh, this is very scary. Oh my god. Can we stop, game? I'm getting the worst encounter rates. And now fleas as well. I don't even have enough PP to heal him.
I'm in email now. You're not?
I'm not. I'm still in the forest.
Okay, I got like three encounters.
Oh, I made it. Jesus God, man. That was just
That was
awful.
terrible, yeah.
That was terrible. I got so many encounters and so many flea fails.
So I just did Lost Cap. We're gonna
Lost
explain
Cap.
on your screen, I guess.
There you go. Look, he doesn't. The snowman no longer has a hat. That snowman's a little bit bugged. You're supposed to use move to push him down so you can do this sliding puzzle. But as long as move connects, his hitbox hits the bottom.
So he's technically there. It just doesn't look like it. But yeah, we do a few things in this town, like namely pick up a gin, fever. We also talk to some people inside the sanctuary, so that suddenly Mia shows up in the other house that I'm currently in. Yeah, this will be our final party man. Remember, she just doesn't know it yet. And soon we will see some pink light going through the window, and then we will chase down the light to the Mercury Lighthouse, where it will take us like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. The next 10 minutes we'll be at Mercury Lighthouse.
Yep.
With two super bosses. The scary one called Sleet, and then the not so scary one.
So this is where our lack of levels starts to be a problem. And there's a Jinn that we have to fight in Mercury Lighthouse. And as I said earlier, Jinn are a little bit stronger than all of the random encounters in a particular area. And the random encounters in Mercury Lighthouse are very strong relative to us. So Sleet has abilities that can just kill us in one hit. And there's nothing we can do about it.
I just got an encounter between Emil and Mercury.
Oh, that is such a cursed encounter.
And Isaac just survived with 3 HP. Jesus.
That is such a cursed encounter. I'm so sorry.
No, you don't need to be sorry about that. It's just awesome to see that in the race. Oh god.
That's awful.
4-2, nice.
I forget how to kill the lizard fighter. Standby or set gust. It's easy.
Oh yeah, I forgot to set gust. Damn it. Thanks for the reminder. I think it's just the range. Just if you get a bad agility roll.
Yeah, but he hits like a truck, so you don't want to risk it.
Yeah, he could kill Ivan, at least with a crit.
Yep.
And since Mercury here is a bit tough, anyways, we don't want to risk to just get killed by that lizard here.
No, we don't take encounters here. We're going to run away from everything, and there are...
And it will be fine. It will be fine, right?
I reckon Mercury Lighthouse is 50-50. So I fully expect one of us to die.
Okay.
Which is bad. That's not good. Just use the move. It's fine. Oh, we're about to see Retreat Glitch for the first time as well. I'll explain Retreat Glitch in a little bit. Because I got to focus for the moment. I have a menu coming up that I don't want to screw up.
Same here. So I guess we're right on top of each other again at Mia.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Why do I have that? Don't I have that in my notes actually?
Nice. All right, so retreat glitch. I do have less than 350. Basically, retreat glitch. If you use retreat from a hotkey and you don't have enough PP to cast retreat, the game thinks you're in the first room of the dungeon as though retreat had worked, but you're not. And so when you go through doors, doors suddenly lead to the wrong place. So it lets us do very specific wrong warps that allow us to move around dungeons in very interesting ways.
Ooh, nice attacks first.
Which we're going to see quite soon. All right. Almost asleep. So this is very scary. I'm going to heal quite often doing this. Oh, am I going to get one encounter? No. Oh, attacks first. Let's go. All right, now for the sleep fight. How do I do my setup for this? Gust. Go on, sleep. Be nice.
We'll see.
Kieran, defend, plasma. Fingers crossed. Drench. Oh, drench me a target. We're fine. I survived.
Easy.
If drench targets Garrett, he dies. Which is bad. Obviously.
So yeah, this is a 2-turn fight because it would be too scary to use Isaac. Use Isaac's action in this fight, so we don't really use it because he could die in between Isaac's and Garrett's turn.
It is possible to do that in one turn, but you die basically every time. Ivan will almost always die.
There's also technically another way to do a 1-turn fight with an additional item, but it's up to chance if you can get it. If you get
I'll show for
earlier.
glitch here. So we're about to skip the entire dungeon. So if you look where I am, I go through this door. Remember that last room. If I then come into here and... Oh, my Jinn is set up wrong. That's okay. I'm going to heal before I do this. Retreat mode, and now I warp all the way to the end of the dungeon. Because why not? How did my Jinn get so wrong?
Alright, I'm already cutscene because I was at the same stage.
That. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I forgot to save.
Is that right? Oh, that's fun. That's dust. Yeah, so we don't allow saving in this category, but we do allow some safety saves. This is one of them. Because Saturos is not a given fight. I got that Jinn menu all wrong. That was a mess. That's okay.
Yeah, good that you didn't enter the cutscene already. But yeah, please save. While I'm in the cutscene, I can explain what's happening to Jenna's portrait here, because she will stay there, and we'll get another picture of it. Because we entered this with the retreat glitch, we actually load the sprites from the cutscene after the boss fight here. And some people are just not, some sprites are not loaded in here. So that's why these weird visual glitches keep happening now. And for some reason, this portrait, whenever Jenna talks, we will get this portrait and it gets stuck. And since she talks again in a moment, we will get a second portrait. So double Jenna, here we go. Best cutscene of the entire game.
Yeah, the game just does it because the actors don't exist in this version of the cutscene or in this version of the map, but the cutscene is still playing. The game just doesn't really know what to do with the portraits.
And it's awesome.
Which is very
so many
silly.
text boxes on the screen. It's awesome.
Sadly, it clears when the fight starts. All right. I think we're both probably going to focus for the fight. So Saturos is a pattern boss, which means his attacks always follow the same order. It's just where he starts in the pattern is unknown. So we have a way to beat him no matter what he does, but probably both need to focus for the fight. Some patterns are much better than others. Some are very, very sketchy. Some are not too bad. Hopefully we both get a good one.
Let's see. The first turn is pretty much, it's the same that we do. So Ramses, Granite, / near. So we protect ourselves while we also deal a ton of damage. And he does Heat Flash from me.
That's okay. That's fast. Heat Flash Fireball is fast.
Her Prism.
Also, this track's amazing. Oh, I got attack. Attack is a little scary.
Heat Flash Fireball, okay. Everybody lives for the moment.
I got attack fireball. Ugh. This sleep herb. We can. This sleep herb.
So pretty much since we don't have an AoE healing spell, we're pretty much focusing on keeping most of the people intact by other healing means. So we got a Jhin that can heal, but we don't have that Jhin all the time. We have some herbs that we can use and maybe some healing spells in between that sometimes can be used. Wait a second, is this correct? Oh yeah, that's correct. Granite, Urate. So every now and then we will use Jhin. So I used, the turn before I used Mercury Jhin, both Mercury Jhin. So now I can summon Nereid again, which does a lot of damage to Saturus because he's pretty much fire aligned, Mars aligned.
Oh, nice 2-target eruption. Let's go. This is a good fight.
This is herb. This is herb. And funnily enough, actually in this fight,
Antidote. Oh my god, why did
Ivan
me
is
not
the
have
most
enough?
tanky person in this fight because of the class we put him in. Sleet,
Interesting.
This. Sleet. Some.
Yeah, so as Happy said, Ivan with 2 Mars Jhin is actually reasonably tanky, so he's like the least important person to heal because it's the only time in the game where he can actually deal with stuff, which is kind of funny. All right, I got through the fight. I'm very happy.
Oh, you're already done.
Nice.
I'm almost done.
Yeah, I got a sketchy but fast pattern. I got attack fireball, which is pretty good. I think that attack fireball and attack eruption are the fastest patterns.
Right. So
And it was a 2-turn eruption when he used it as well, which is really good. So I got a really good fight. How we doing? Oh, honestly, it's not too bad. 122. That's like, what, 5 minutes behind world record here, given how much we've been messing around. That's not too bad. I can live with that.
I'm one minute
That's
behind
tough.
PB, so that's also not too bad for me.
So after Saturos for a little bit, the game gets a little bit less punishing. Like Mercury Lighthouse, we made it look very easy. You just run away from stuff and it's fine. It is like half of your runs will die in Mercury Lighthouse. Getting through Saturos is a really nice early game, even casually. It's a really nice early game sort of point where you can just breathe, you can relax. The next 2 bosses we fight both have less HP than Saturos. He's harder than the next 2 bosses. So getting through him's nice. Now we can like relax a little bit. Which is good. Such a good boss to fight. And he's got that absolute banger of a soundtrack as well. In my opinion, best soundtrack in the entire Golden Sun saga. Saturos battle theme.
The Taurus theme? Okay. Well, it's a good one, but I wouldn't say the best.
You don't? All right. Fine. There is no wrong answer. Sorry, there is one wrong answer to that question. What's your favorite soundtrack? What's your favorite track in the game?
I would still go
Cool
with
game.
the Fusion Dragon theme. It's pretty damn good.
Fusion Dragon theme. That's pretty good. I prefer Doom Dragon theme to Fusion Dragon theme though. Fusion Dragon theme is pretty good though.
Yeah, Doom Dragon is also pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah,
also,
you're right, but
in
I
case you
wouldn't
missed
say
it-
my best. Also, I actually like not my favorite one, but really close runner-ups are some of the Dark Dawn sounds actually. Like some of them are also
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
So story-wise, in case you missed it, our job was to prevent the lighting of the elemental lighthouses, and we have failed at the very first one. They lit the Mercury Lighthouse, and we couldn't stop them. So not off to a particularly good start. Isaac and Co. not having a good time at the moment.
So yeah, Saturus gets away even though we beat him because Alex he was just watching from behind, and then once the tourist was down, he just stepped in, distracted us a little bit, and then he rushed off with him because, yay! Alex can have superpowers like teleportation. He's pretty OP.
That he never uses when it would be optimal to use them.
True. He's just messing. He's messing around a lot of times. And now we have to chase them down, but we will not see them so soon.
Who's got healing? No one at the moment. So I put Isaac into a class with 2 Mercury Gin, which gives him access to the ability of Avoid. Avoid is very useful when you can use it. It avoids, text description says it reduces encounter rates or reduces encounters. It's kind of a lie. Avoid is, so every area in the game has a set level. If your average party level is above that set level, Avoid will suppress all encounters. All of them. You will never take an encounter. If your average party level is below that set level of an area, Avoid does absolutely nothing. So it's either all or nothing, which means there's not a lot of times that we ever get to use it. But because we now have Mia and we've gained a few levels, on the run back to Kalima Forest, where we saw the cutscene early with the big blue orbs, we actually are above the set level of that area. So we can use Avoid and not take any encounters, which is really nice. So it means we can just run through forest, we can run through everything and be happy. No more RNG nonsense for the next little bit, which is super nice.
Yeah, because we're pretty much backtracking. We're going into an easier area anyways for the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And after threats, the mid-run will begin. So this was still early game, and then it will get exciting again.
Some say exciting, some say terrifying.
True. It's terrifying, yeah. Also fits.
The mid game has its awful moments that can
like
really
monkeys.
hurt you. Yeah.
Monkeys that just bash you to death.
And not getting poison.
Yeah, not getting losing poison in an unfortunate CBS.
All fun things still to come. All right, we're back here. No cutscene this time. We've already seen it. Now we're actually going to do this dungeon. So Avoid still works in the first room of this dungeon, but once we leave the first room, it no longer works. So I can take encounters again now. So back into the RNG fest. But we've leveled up a little bit. We're a little bit stronger. These encounters are not as scary as they used to be. I only took 3 damage from that. Me, it took 1 damage. It's not that scary anymore. These guys don't do that much damage to us anymore, which is good. Oh, and there goes Void. So one thing that Camelot learned from some of their earlier games, the Shining Force series, is that they turn off encounters in puzzle areas, which is really nice. Having to deal with encounters or random encounters when you're trying to solve puzzles is not much fun. So it's a nice little quality of life improvement that they made in this game over previous installments. The Shining Force games are fantastic though. You should absolutely go and play them if you haven't. Also, shout outs to this puzzle, which is the both the easiest and hardest puzzle in the game at the same time. Getting the chest, there's a chest up here. Getting that chest, pain in the ass. Just getting to the end, one little log push.
Unless you're a Baal, because Baal figured out this easy solution to that one.
Yeah.
Don't solve the puzzle and get the prize.
Yeah. A long time ago, this is before my time as well, one of our community members, Bal Nocturnal, made it his life's mission to collect that chest without solving the puzzle because it seems so close to being possible. and it took him years to figure out how to do it. Eventually, he did manage to do it. He found a way. There was no use for it. It contains an item called the fur coat that is not useful in the speedrun at all. And so it spent years of like, yeah, we can do this, but like, there's literally no reason to. Until we found a way to do arbitrary code execution in this dungeon that we're in now. And that involved manipulating Isaac's defense. You needed a number of unique defense values, one of which you got by collecting the wild code. So years and years and years later, we finally found a use for it, which is really nice. It's just, that's so nice that we finally.
It is an awesome story, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yes, this game is broken enough that we can do arbitrary code execution in this dungeon. The any percent run of this, which we start after intro, but the any percent run is like 20 minutes. I'm having a very good tret, by the way. See if I can do an insta climb. Oh, I failed. Not very good at them. Now we have another gin fight. This one isn't as annoying. He has his moments though. Everyone fights Breeze a little bit differently. I'm of the just summon rush him in case he does exactly that. He runs away from you.
I do it exactly the same.
Yeah. There's a faster way to kill him, but I like to let him have the first action. Oh, wow, no encounters to get back to him as well. That's nice. Ray, that's better.
Too scared. I will heal before him. Don't want Ivan to die.
Yeah, that would be bad.
What am I doing?
Yeah, deaths at this point in the game are bad because it's a long way back to any healing points. If you died here, you go all the way back to Immel. Oh. Oh, I thought I had that one. That's a shame. I get all the way to Tret with just the one encounter. Hey, nice. That's really good. I've had a pretty good Tret tree, which means the fight's going to go bad. All right, next boss fight. Tret. Tret is a boss that we should have fought, or the game intends us to fight with only 3 characters. So fighting him, not that hard. The big downside with Tret is that he knows an ability called Sleep Star. He can just put us to sleep, which is awful. So we're going to do a quick Jin swap there. We're also going to move Mia into slot 1 because Isaac and Garrett are the tankiest, so putting them in the middle means they take the most damage, which is useful. And we're going to hope that Tret is nice.
And not put you to sleep.
Does not put us to sleep. But Tret is easy enough that we actually go for what's called a rainbow kill. If you kill an enemy with a Jin that they are weak to, you have a chance to gain additional experience from killing them. It's called a rainbow kill. With Tret, it's about an 80% chance. Nice attack. Ray. Fingers crossed. It's only a 3-turn fight, so it's a pretty quick fight. Hopefully we get lucky and he doesn't do anything. Nice. No sleepy nonsense. That's good. Now let's see if we get the rainbow kill. So just a little bit of additional experience is nice. I got it. Nice. There is one other rainbow kill we're going to go for, and that one is guaranteed if the fight goes well. So that's the only one that's, I think it's 80% chance of getting it, so you almost always get it. Nice. Another boss done. How we doing? You know what? I'm doing all right. 134. Pretty good. You take that. How you going? Are you in Tret? Happy?
Turn 2 so far fine. Let's see.
Nice.
Growth is fine. Yeah, we'll also get a rainbow kill.
Yeah, nice. I just had a moment. I don't remember if I remembered to collect the water. I must have. I did, thank God. Oh, so the MacGuffin that you need to... So you beat Tred up. You basically killed his evil side, and he wants to help the people of Klima, but now he's dying. So we used the Hermes water, which started flowing after Mercury Lighthouse was lit, in order to heal him, which is good. Yes, thank you, chat, for explaining rainbow kills. The boss will flash a rainbow color when they die via a rainbow kill. That's how you know you got it. You gain a little bit of extra money, you get a higher chance of collecting rare drops, and you get a little bit more experience. It's not required, really, but we don't lose any time by doing it. There isn't really a faster way to defeat Tret, at least not at the levels we're at. So we go for it. It helps a little bit. There are a few other level barriers we need to meet in this run coming up, so taking fewer random encounters to get there is nice. But yeah, the Tret one doesn't really matter that much. It was more important in older versions of the run before we found Kraken Skip. It's less important now. So we just have this little cutscene before we run off again and cross the bridge and move on to the next area of the game, into the mid-game now.
Oh yeah, by the way, we only need to do this because we cannot cross the bridge, because the guy there, or like, why we need to do Saturus and Tret is because we cannot cross the bridge to a further area, an area south of here. Because that guy is was turned into a tree. But there's, of course, another category where it's possible to skip that with a glitch.
Well, it's possible in this category as well. We just ban it because it's basically the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a trick called Death Storage where we can get out of bounds here and just go to the other side of this drawbridge and skip basically everything we've done for the last 45 minutes. But we ban it because it's awful.
It's also awful to get because you need to get poisoned, and there's actually only one enemy that you can get poisoned in Mercury Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Like
we do have a category that is
pretty low.
Plus that. Oh, yeah.
So you pretty much need to do it with a manip.
It's actually not as bad as you think, to be honest. Like that. Mind read. So we're now taking a detour. This is an optional dungeon, and it might seem weird to do an optional dungeon in a speedrun, but we're not even going to complete this dungeon. What we're going to do here is collect a single djinn named Zephyr. Zephyr is very, very good. Not because of his ability, but because Zephyr is the third Jupiter djinn that we've collected, and the tier 3 Jupiter summon called Procne is basically the fastest ability in the game. The only thing faster than it is a single attack, but if you get a critical hit, it's slower than Procne. So Procne is going to be our main damage dealer for a long time. It does a ton of damage and is very, very fast. So it is worth spending, it's like a 3-minute detour, I think, in order to collect it. It is so good. So that's why we're doing all of this. Hope we don't get an encounter. Yo, nice. That was really good.
Yeah, Procne is just worth it. But to be honest,
Procne is worth it.
To be honest, the Unleash of Zephyr is also not too bad. Like, doubling the speed is also pretty good, and we use it in quite a couple of boss fights.
Yeah,
just not during regular fights.
At this point of the game, boosting agility is good. Eventually we'll get another djinn that halves enemies' agility, and eventually that becomes better, but for now, boosting agility is good. There, and like that, and yay, he didn't run. Zephyr is one of the worst djinn to flee. It takes a long time to get back to Zephyr. So he didn't flee, so that's good.
Also, fun fact, there's mimics in this game, and I just ran past one. I mean, in a way I ran past
shout out to your mimic runs, your mimic percent runs, where you fight every mimic in the game.
Yeah, it's a bit weird of a category. Not an official one. But it's fun to do. Something crazy. Oh, okay, I got a lot of PP to burn through here. 9.
Yeah, I was pretty good. I had a little bit of damage, so I just managed to heal it off. pretty good PP management through there. So what you're supposed to do in Fusion Temple is collect the Force Orb, which will help you find the path through Mogul Forest. But the path through Mogul Forest never actually changes, so once you know it, you can just run the path, and it's fine. So we don't actually ever need Force, which is good.
Well, Winch, that's fine.
In there. Yeah, I got a single attack. Really good.
Not sure if we lost you. Let me check.
What do you mean lost me? I still got you.
Ah, okay, of course I got some commercial running.
What?
No.
She got outsped? Uh-oh. Oh, man. I did that all wrong.
Oh, no.
I got outsped by the dirges, almost died.
Did you have the gene set?
Yeah.
Because that's normal.
Mia didn't have her level up. She missed a level up and don't know where.
No, that's quite normal that the dirges outspeed you there. Yeah, pretty damn fast.
Until Mia gets the level up. Yeah. Man, that was scary.
Oh shit, maybe I should heal Ivan there. Just in case of a CBS.
So as you've noticed, we are taking fights again. And that's entirely because of Procony. Procony makes it faster. We can flee from these guys, and it's a little bit scary. They're pretty strong, but you have a generally good chance to get through here just fleeing from everything. But it's faster just to kill stuff. Procony is just so good. Now I'm going to fight the next Jin, Quartz. Oh, maybe not just yet. Got to kill these guys first. Quartz is the slowest Jin to get back to if he flees, so we really don't want him to. How do you do this, Prism? Prism, Fever, Procony, Flashbolt, and he didn't run away. Nice, that's good. It's always a good time when he doesn't flee.
Let's see. Can't remember.
What happened?
Nah, just having a 4-unit encounter, 4-monster encounter.
Ah, love that.
But here they are quite easy. Later on it becomes more of a pain. When you need to think more about which guys die to the summon, which guys do not. This might get messy.
Oh, so the Jin setup we're using here, by the way, is we spread all of the Jin, the Jupiter Jin, across each of the characters, because if everyone is recovering one Jupiter Jin per turn of battle, everyone recovers it on the same turn. So you only need one recovery tick in order to get Procony back, which is very fast. And then we set one Jin on Mia, and it doesn't actually matter which Jin, whether it's the Venus or a Venus Jin or a Mars Jin, but that just gives her enough agility to also outspeed things, which is quite nice. Until we collect the Elven shirt, which is the item I've just collected, which I think it adds 50% agility when worn, which means Ivan will now be able to outspeed just about everything in the entire game, which is amazing. It's so good. The Elven shirt is probably the most broken item in the game. It is more powerful than it has a right to be. But now we're going to stick it on Mia so that she no longer needs to set a Jin. She's just fast enough to outspeed everything on her own now, which is nice. Alright, so next boss. In a minute. One more encounter first. These have all been very slow encounters. I've had so many 2-action encounters. This is so bad. All right, next boss, Killer Ape. Very specific Jin setup. Killer Ape is okay. He has some very annoying abilities though. Hopefully he doesn't use any of the scary ones.
Oh no,
So,
encounter here.
Here and granites. So we don't want to see Warcry. We don't want to see Ransack on Ivan. There's a few things we don't. We don't want to see Bind. There's a couple of things that we don't like him doing here. A Bind on Isaac is fine. He doesn't use... So Bind seals Synergy. Isaac isn't going to use any Synergy, so it's not a problem. Here eats a bell. I forget how to do this. Rockney. Hopefully he doesn't do anything to Garrett here. Isabel, this is the tier 3 Venus summon, also known as the Time Lossosaurus because it's very slow. We only use it when we have to. Ransack. Oh, that was scary. Isaac almost died.
Please, please get me to the ape. Could work.
All right, now let's see if I get the rainbow kill on the ape, which I do. Nice. Good fight.
All right, you're pretty much the killer ape ahead of me.
Do it in the next one. YOLO run with Isaac on 23. Make it. Nice. All right, let's see if I can do the pillar clip.
Most awesome clip of the game.
Oh, I got this very wrong. I forgot how this goes. Zephyr for Gust, it's... What? Is for Quartz. Fever, Flint to there. That was really bad because I forgot how the menu goes. Alright, so... Let's see if we can do this. So we talk to this woman. She spills the water, and if I'm standing in just the right position, I can clip on top of this pillar as I use Frost, and... Oh, I didn't get it. That's a shame. It's a sub-pixel dependent trick. There's a couple of pixels that work, but where I was standing, it's sub-pixel dependent. I didn't quite get it. That's okay. It saves about 5 seconds. Oops. So that's all we need here is to collect this one Jin, and now we're going to go and catch Corona. Insert 2020 jokes here. I probably should have just killed this guy.
Alright, let's see if I can get the pillar clip. Oh, and counter skip, nice.
Nice. Yeah, I got it as well. So this is Corona. He's not too bad. He hits like a truck, but he goes down pretty easy.
Oh no. Well, then I can
Didn't
do
get
this. No, I let her pass. It's even worse.
Oh no.
Oh, I can do stuff in between now.
Oh, that sucks.
But now I had enough time to align the pixel. So that should be fine.
Yeah, it's a shame neither of us got it. It's a bit silly seeing it. Like I said, it's reasonably precise. Oops, I didn't.
And I got it.
My recoveries. But... Oh, you got it? Nice.
Yep, I got it.
Oh, so close.
Oh yeah, I'm going for the Wall of Life. Let's go. I'm buying it back.
You are going to get it?
Yeah.
We talked about
I just
this
thought
before.
about it.
There's a very slow backup strat that you can do there to collect the Water of Life. The one that we sold all the way back in Bilibin.
But now we got enough money to buy it back.
But now we have enough money to buy it back. It's much more useful. Normally we buy it back a little bit later, but you can buy it all the way in Xi'an. It's just a bit slow. I didn't buy it. Alright, Alton Peak. Alton Peak is one of the make or break dungeons of the speedrun, at least if you're going for a good time. there's a couple of things we need to do here. The main one, for speedrunning purposes, is we need to get somebody poisoned. Doesn't matter who, preferably not Mia because that's slow, but somebody needs to get poisoned. That either happens really, really quickly and easily, or it takes forever and you lose like minutes. So fingers crossed it happens quick. But lore-wise, the synergy stones that rained down when Mount Aleph erupted hit all of these guardian statues, which came to life and started vomiting water into the mine. And that's what all this water is. It's literally like statue vomit. And by killing all of the statues, we can make it go away. It's a bit gross. A very specific way to kill these guys. They do get an action. We don't want to see them attack Ivan because that can be bad. That's all right. Attacking Isaac is fine. And now we are going to take encounters here. Everyone does Alton slightly differently. You can either take encounters the whole way through. You can flee encounters the whole way through. You can take encounters to a certain level threshold and then start fleeing. Like everyone does it slightly different. And there isn't really a right or wrong way, I don't think. It really comes down to what's your risk tolerance. I probably would do a little bit of fleeing because I like going fast.
Meanwhile, I'm doing an additional puzzle, safety thing. I'm picking up another power bread.
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm double safe now, you know?
PP management here is also quite... Oh, I got him. Oh, there's no way I'm not just taking this. I got double tarantula, double slime on the first encounter. Oh, but now they've replicated. I'm gonna have to flee. Flee fail, can you use something? No. Can we get some poison, please? No. Oh, there we go. Stick poison. Yes! Isaac got poisoned and Garrett got poisoned. So
Jesus! You lucky bastard. You're
all it took was a
even
triple
more
fail.
Me.
Yeah, all it took was a triple fail and nearly everybody dying.
Okay. You know, your strat is better. Like, just don't practice and just get good luck.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Well, I've had my fair share of bad luck in this run already. Let's just do this. And I'm going to cure the Isaac poison and just leave it on Garrett. All right, now we have poison. So this little poison proc animation of Isaac jumping, get used to that. It's going to be here for a while. But it is very important to have it.
Next 20, 30 minutes. 30 minutes? Something like that.
But it's very important. Poison in this game is broken a little bit. Yeah, that was actually quite slow getting that poison, but that's okay. I did one round of defending and then a triple fail. But you know what? We got it. This is so not worth it, this encounter, but I'll kill it just for safety. Yeah, so PP management on Isaac is important. There are a couple of retreat glitches to do, so you don't want to let him recover too much health. Too much PP, sorry. You want to leave it reasonably low. But still enough to be able to heal. It's a very fine line. Oh, Ramses. Damn it. Fuck me. So Isaac, I think, should get to level 11 off of this fight, and then it becomes... Technically, it's faster to flee, but... Quite a long dungeon. I think I'm going to go for some marathon safety and not flee too much. Assuming he does actually get to level 11 here. Yeah, which he did. But I am going to still flee from some stuff. So that's 2. There are 3 living statues to fight. We've fought 2 of them. The third one takes a little bit longer to get to. Do some healing. Yeah, having poison early on is very nice. Oh, nice, stacks first. Because the encounters that give you poison get less and less common. It's the slimes and the tarantulas. Yeah, slimes I think they're called. Slime beasts and the tarantulas are what give you poison, and they become less common the further into the dungeon you go. So getting it out of the way early is nice. You don't have to run around and force an encounter and hope it's the right one. one of the reasons we get poison is the little jump animation. It's not just a visual thing. Isaac's Z coordinate does actually increase every time he jumps, which means we can interact with things on a higher level than where Isaac is standing, which is very, very useful. Because it lets us do some stuff and skip a couple of puzzles, which is nice. Want to go crossbill to you.
Please don't kill Garrett.
Uh-oh. That's not what you want to hear. Are you having a tough time?
No, it's fine. It's fine. He did water blessing. No, I was just not healing Garrett for some reason between encounters. And just attacking the living statue too. But it worked out. It worked out.
Have you got some poison yet?
Nope. I got some encounters, but only one sticky poison, and it didn't work out so far.
Ah, it's a shame.
Ooh, it will work out eventually, right? Yeah, that's where a lot of the RNG comes in this dungeon.
Did I forget? I forgot to set my Jin, and I've just used a Neptune.
I will grind poison
and it doesn't
here.
kill the tarantula.
2 slimes. That's worth it.
Slash, I guess. Making things up. There we go.
Come on.
Interesting.
Sticky poison. There we go. Garrett is poisoned.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, Garrett is on. Nice. Garrett's the best one to get poisoned because he has the most health, or most HP. So he's the best poison carrier. Oh. Oh, CBS. Oh, I got an electric bike that didn't proc. So I am about to fight the third living statue. The strat for fighting the third one is a little bit different. We can, once Isaac is level 11, we can kill the living statues a little bit faster. By going, if I remember how to do it. Tiamat,
Sibyl. Yep. That's
Yep.
properly.
And it uses Sibyl, which, like I said, is the time lossosaurus, is very, very slow, but it skips the living statue's action. So it saves a little bit of time because we only need 3 actions. The living statue doesn't get his, and so it's faster because we can outspeed him. Outspeeding is fun. All right, that's 3 living statues. All we have left is the final boss of the dungeon.
Wink,
the Hydros
wink.
statue. Yeah, wink, wink. The Hydros statue has the lift gem, which we need to collect by defeating him.
Or
alternatively, we can do other stuff. All right, so now we're going to see the use of the poison procking, raising our height. So I'm going to do some retreat glitches, go through some doors, and I'm going to end up in this room and do a very specific setup. Hey, I got him first try. We can interact with the Jinn from a lower level. This is a very long... Oh, he ran away, you dick.
nice. Let's do it again.
Do it again.
So that I can catch up. I'm like
Got him the second time.
at least 2 minutes
Didn't even
behind
get the
you.
encounter in between. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. This is a very long puzzle to solve to get to Spritz, so we didn't used to get him. And then we found... Oh, also, we didn't used to do this part of the dungeon. There's a faster way, but we need lift now. Yeah, having the poison jump, being able to just jump up and grab him saves like 2 minutes of puzzle solving, which is really nice. It's nice when he doesn't run away from you. But can you imagine how, like, if it takes 2 minutes to get to him, and then he fled, and you have to reset the entire room and do the whole thing again? Very, very frustrating.
Very fun, yeah.
Yeah, very fun. Good game. Oh, don't beat up Mia. Okay, Mia almost died, but it's alright. She's alive. We're fine. We're fine. It's all good. This is the point where you start running out of very fast to kill encounters. I kind of only take the encounters that can die to a single proc me. Other than that, I just run away. And this is the point where I start fleeing from pretty much everything because you have to. Also, we have another retreat glitch coming up. Oh, this is a scary encounter. That's a great first try flee. Those apes, those yellow apes are a mini boss in Mogul Forest that then become a random encounter, but their stats are the same. So they're just ridiculously powerful. They're some of the most powerful random encounters in the entire game. That's including late game enemies. They are very, very, very scary. So we don't fight them. We run away from them regardless. Even at points where we're taking encounters, we just run away from them. I probably should have taken this one. Oh, electric bite, the proc. So fun fact, if you are asleep or stunned, the game kind of does, we don't really know why it happens, but you will always get a guaranteed flee if you have a stun. Only works in this game. It's a bug that was patched for the Lost Age, but it's quite useful in the very niche times when it happens. You don't really know why it works.
Damn it.
But, yeah. How you going, Happy?
I'm just messing up spirits.
Uh-oh.
Well, I didn't get the jump, that's it. Please. Yep, there we go.
All right, now, Hydra statue.
There we go.
We have a very easy way to get the lift gem from the Hydra statue. Actually, we have a couple of ways to do it. I'm going to try the swag way first, even though I'm not very good at it when I'm running on this particular keyboard. All right, let's do it. No. No. One more try. Ah, I didn't get it. That's a shame. Whatever. We'll do it the slow way. 6 and a move. So, if I go retreat glitch and climb up here, retreat glitch turns off loading zone, so I can just climb up this ladder and be out of bounds. Then by running around all of the invisible walls, take a couple of procs. There's the boss. I come up behind the boss, and in the chest behind the boss is the lifting gem. And now I can retreat, and we never have to fight him. Who needs to fight bosses? What are they even good for? No, I should heal now.
I mean, this statue is just chilling down there. He can continue chill. He's not really
like why
watering
he's not
anything.
hurting anyone.
Well, he's just
Exactly.
roaring sometimes, but who cares about that? Nobody was visiting the caves anyways.
Exactly. So now we have lift, we can get through, and I'm almost done with Alton, which is nice. This was a very smooth Alton. Only had one, oh, nice attacks first. Only had one kind of sketchy moment. All right. How am I doing for health? Really good. What do I feel? All right, now we haven't had any cutscenes for a while, so now we get a nice long one. We've made it to Llama Temple. This is where we are going to learn Reveal, or are going to be taught Reveal, which will allow us to pass through the Lamakan Desert, which is an evil desert that you take damage from because it's really, really hot. And in order to get through it, we need to find oases that we can jump into, and in order to do that, we need Reveal. It's a nice long cutscene. What do you got going on, Happy? How you doing?
Boulders coming after me.
Nice.
Suddenly,
Another
a hole
nice
in the floor.
Another nice point of Camelot attention to detail. What you're supposed to do at that boulder is use force to knock down the log. But we didn't get force. That was back in Fusion Temple, the temple that we just got Zephyr from and then left without ever completing. And so Camelot, knowing that you could do that, gave Garrett some dialogue where he kicks it down for you because he's silly. There's a lot of lore going on here. None of it really matters. We're going to get revealed. She's a Jupiter adept. She's been waiting for us to come. Jupiter adepts can also kind of see the future a little bit in a weird way. She's been waiting for us to teach us reveal. She tried it on someone else. They weren't an adept. Didn't work. She then got honked in the head by a synergy stone and started to be able to see the future a little bit. And then they ask us to go and help them save their friend, and we don't. So
yeah, because that would be only in 100%.
Yep. So fun fact: the first time I ran this at a marathon, it was the Australian speedrunning marathon. What year was it? 22, I think. I forget exactly what year it was. And I had Worcester who was hosting. But me and my commentator Astrius were just kind of vibing, and we were just having a chat for the entire run. And Worcester just sat there and never interrupted us until we got, I think it was Venus 1, like right at the end of the game. And then I remembered, I should see if we've had any donations. I threw to him and he said, I've been sitting on this one for a while. Can you save Sue? I'm like, oh no, sorry mate, that one happened a while ago.
Yep, not anymore, sorry.
Hey, you should have been me.
Yeah. That happened a while ago.
Yeah. Sorry mate, you missed that one by like an hour. It was very funny. All right, this cutscene's almost over. We're just having a little chat, and then we're gonna go. And now Ivan knows reveal, which is pretty good. How are we doing? Wasn't quite a sub 2 lum. This is actually not a terrible run. Like, it's not world record pace, but you know, it's pretty good. I'm going all right. This is good.
Yeah, your run is.
Who needs a D-Ruck?
Better than my PB, I think. Because I'm.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It
1 minute behind my PB.
Llama Temple.
Hmm?
I said it wasn't quite sub 2 Llama Temple, but it wasn't far off. All right, Llama Khan Desert. We're still gonna fight stuff in here, but there's a new mechanic, which is this heat bar on the left. When I run on this sand, that heat bar fills up. Oh, that's a terrible first encounter. What are you doing, game? Come on. So that heat bar, when it gets to the top, we just take damage. It's not really that bad. We're supposed to jump into some oases in order to reset that back to 0, but we're not going to do that. Oh, thank God for attacks first. I got a very bad encounter rate and then an attacks first. That's very helpful. Yeah. So there's a silly thing we can do with the heat bar, which you'll see, in order to skip a really big chunk of this dungeon. No, that's what we have to do. I need to heal. I forgot to heal.
That's actually very important in this dungeon, because you're constantly taking damage.
Yes, it is very important. We also want to drain Isaac's PP again for some more retreat glitches that's coming up very soon. I'm just going to run from this.
In a very stylish way. Also.
Oh, I should not have tried to run from this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
Ivan died.
Okay, that's not the poison carrier, but yeah. You probably need to go back, right?
Yeah, Mia died too. Well,
oh,
forget everything I just said. She wasn't the poison carrier either. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's not
still, you need to go out to save the.
Oh yeah, I got to go all the way back. I don't have a water of life anyway, so I got to go all the way back to Llama Temple anyway.
I mean, you have one after the Llama Temple, right? But not two.
Oh yeah, I do have the one after. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's okay.
And I'm still not done with the cutscene in Llama Temple.
Does a synergy stone reset? It does. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it just throws off all of my PP stuff. All right, there we go. Let's. So the next dungeon is Llama Khan Desert. there's a new gimmick that gets introduced in Llama Khan Desert.
It's a rollback function.
Yeah, let's try again. try this again, shall we?
All right, thanks game for giving me the opportunity to catch up.
Yeah, just helping out. I said this was a pretty good run, and now it's not. That was awkward. That's okay. These things happen. So I'm setting Fever on Mia for a little bit of extra agility. Helps her outspeed some stuff. You're well, Isaac. It occurs to me I've forgotten how to do the clip.
Don't run.
I think I think I remember.
Okay.
I remember how to do it. So we have a fun trick. So in this dungeon, the final boss of the dungeon is located at 0, on the coordinate plane. He's just kind of sitting there. So if we can get to that point, we can just fight the final boss and skip the whole dungeon. Thankfully, we have a way to do it, which is quite cool. It's coming up very shortly. Oh, that's the wrong one. I used reveal on the wrong thing. So there's a Jinn just chilling here. We don't have to fight this Jinn, which is nice. He's one of the few dungeon Jinn that you don't actually fight, which is quite handy. It's fine. We'll just do it like that. All right. So now I've drained all of my PP.
I'm getting fun encounters.
Yeah,
I need to use a lot of Boreas here, sadly.
Yeah, I'm using a Boreas as we speak. I've only had the one though, so that's alright. I've had a lot of Drench Procnies though. Oh, he doesn't die to the Boreas? What?
Who?
The fighter bee on the end. Die. That's
Weird.
surprising. Yeah.
Fighter bee has no HP. How?
Yeah. All right, so reveal, retreat. I come to here. I walk into the pool and bonk, we're out of bounds. Isaac just gets dragged out of bounds in the funniest way possible. All right, so now I can just walk to 0. Procni should kill these guys. I can just walk to the 0 coordinate, to the origin, and just fight the Manticore. Which is, oh, really? 2 recoveries needed. All right. So first thing, we need to do a little setup. Ivan's going to get the Elven shirt.
That was weird too.
Wrong. That's not correct. What have I done wrong here? You should have missed Corona Smog. That's... You need that. That's what I've done. There we go. Fixed it. We're going to heal some stuff.
I'll probably do the slip and slide a little bit different.
Let's go! Warriors, yeah, you go there, you go there. Yep, perfect. We're fine. I'm set up properly. All right, so Manticore used to be a scary boss because he had a chance to kill you, but now we have Boreas available here. And so he's a pattern boss like Saturos. So he's easy to kill. He's only a 2-turn fight. There's not actually anything he... Oh, I take it back. There is something he can do, and it was that. This got sketchy all of a sudden. Ivan got poison-tailed, so Ivan has venom now. Oof. Okay, we should be all right.
Poison tail attack could kill, I think. No, Mad Blast. Poison tail is a different, dangerous one.
No, he can kill with attack, but he attacked Garrett, so that's fine. Because poison tail attack and then the venom would kill him, but he's fine. I just have to cure the venom off. So that'll be the Manticore done. And then next we have another Jinn that is kind of sketchy, which is Vine. Vine can be a bit hard to find. He's not hard to kill, but he can be a bit hard to get to show up. All right, and there we go. Defeating that just warps me basically to the end of the dungeon, which is nice. And then I'm just going to immediately cure the venom on Ivan. Take that recovery there. All right, so we're going to go and get Vine. We have a technique for getting him. He lives in this forest. It's the tap technique, and yeah, I got him. Don't flee. Oh, he fled. What a dick. Oh, that's bad. I missed him that time. Thor. How annoying. He is a very annoying Jin to get because he doesn't always appear. The reason we tap is if you are not pressing a button when you take an encounter, he is forced to appear. So we tap, but tapping well enough is not that easy.
Yeah, it's pretty much one frame inputs, and that's, yeah, not so easy to pull off.
Yeah, you have to do single frame inputs. It's not so easy. Oh my god, of course I get an amazing encounter right now. There he is. Hello. So it's very easy to lose a lot of time to Vine. Which is why we treat Vine, Manticore to Vine as its own split, because it's very, very hard, or it's very easy to lose time him. I probably just lost a minute trying to find him. There we go. We got him. Welcome to the team. We're also well and truly into taking encounters territory here. Pretty much everything kills you if you try and run away from it, so... For the moment, at least. Oh, come on. We do not flee from stuff. I didn't even get back to the cave before I took this encounter. That's so bad. That's okay.
Come on, Wine, show up, please.
All right, so now one of the biggest sequence break of the entire game is about to happen. What we're supposed to do next in the game is, oh, that's Thor, is we get on the boat and we have a 25-minute sequence where we ride a boat all the way across to Toby, including probably the hardest boss fight in the entire game. But thanks to Poison, we can do this, where I do a very specific setup. I can now jump back and forth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which gives me a double poison proc, which clips me into the pillar. By being clipped in the pillar, I can move the pillar out of the way, and this allows me to get through the return dungeon and skip all of the skip doing the entire boat sequence. We just run through the whole way. This skip saves about half an hour. This is one of the biggest sequence break we have in this entire run. Very, very cool trick.
But we need to do a little bit extra, like we did in the dungeon before. But yeah, in the end, it still saves like 20 minutes.
It saves plenty of time. So we have to do all of Alton Peak in order to get lift, in order to get out. But in return, we skip a very, very long, very boring sequence with a very difficult boss fight. So it's definitely worth it. It saves a lot of time. And now I'm on the other side. So now we can go to Toby. And do all the top. Wow, what is this encounter rate? Oh my god, get all the way to the docks. Oh, not quite. That's a shame. I gotta Thor these guys.
Yeah, you don't want to use Thor. Sometimes you have to, but
yeah.
Thor is the slowest of the tier 4 animations. Oh boy, CBS in the cave. Ouch. Garrett is dead.
Oh,
okay.
that's
not too bad,
hard.
I guess. Could be worse.
You were through the poison clip though, right?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Just after the poison clip though.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, so the downside of that cave is the enemies in the cave are like enemies in like, and they're like late game enemies, but after you've defeated finished all of the Toby stuff. So we're not really strong enough to fight them that easily. They do a lot of damage.
No,
the
armored red is doing its armor things. I'm running from that bullshit.
Yeah. So armored rats. So normally when you defend, you reduce 50% of damage, which is pretty good. Those armored rats, oh nice, attacks first, have a defend that instead of reducing 50% damage, reduces 90% damage. It makes them basically unkillable. They're just awful.
I should do that.
That's these rats. Hopefully it doesn't do anything awful to me. Don't defend. Ah! Bugger. He defended. But I've already used a meteor, so I'm going to keep trying to kill him. Hey, he only defended once. That's alright. We can live with that. Can we get the beach encounter? Ah, beach encounter, let's go. Unique background. Is that the only time? This is the only time in the game that we have the chance to see it. We love beach encounter. It's a beach party. So this is ground. This is the other this is one of the other hilariously broken djinn. Ground is a djinn that acts with priority and removes an enemy's action. So when you use it on someone, you will always go first and they will not get an action for that turn. It's very, very good. Why am I running from things? That's not what you do here. That was silly of me. Let's just keep trying to kill. Let's kill it now. I don't know why I did that. I just tried to flee from an encounter. That was silly. We're not at the fleeing part yet. All right, so Alt Miller Cave. We are back to running away from stuff, unfortunately. This is one of the sketchier parts of the entire run. So what I did there was I put Isaac into a mono elemental class. It makes him quite tanky. He's pretty good at not dying right now, which is what we want. We call this, there's a few names. I call him Rambo Isaac. The idea here is fleeing is not faster on average, but, or actually it is, sorry, fleeing is faster on average if you can actually flee. The problem here is they hit so hard that surviving long enough, oh, wrong way, no, I went the right way. What am I doing? Surviving long enough to get away is the tricky part. So by putting Isaac into this class, it gives him survivability. So hopefully, and it is a big hopefully, he doesn't die, we don't die, everything goes fine. We're all good. But this is another part of the run where bad things tend to happen. So fingers crossed. Let's ignore the outline of the guy lying on the ground dead. He's fine. We'll get back to him later. If you ever get to this point and you're on PB pace, this is a very, very scary part of the run. It's very easy to lose a run here.
Also, you can just get killed, like not even get killed, but you can also lose a ton of time just by encounters not cooperating, like not letting you go.
Yeah, fleeing being faster on average is an average. It's not a guarantee in any way. You can get very unlucky and lose a lot of time. This is one of the encounters that's very, very scary. These hounds do a ton of damage.
Yo, yeah, doggos. Ouch.
Ivan's dead.
Oh no.
I'm not going to bother reviving him.
Well, we call him Divan often.
Yeah.
He tends to die.
Yeah, it's alright. Reviving Ivan is just, it's not worth it.
Yeah, you want, if you survive, if you put somebody back to life, it's one of the tanky guys.
Yeah, Garrett or, what am I doing? Oh, it's right, goddamn. I don't remember where to go. I'm taking so many extra steps.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for being nice. No. Throwing for content.
Yeah, throwing for content. Exactly right. Oh, should I go for the death warp?
Did you touch Toby?
Death warp. So,
just
yeah,
checking.
Of course I touched Toby.
Okay, perfect. Because some people don't touch Toby anymore.
You collect the Djinn, Ember.
Are you collected Ember? Because some people don't do that anymore. I didn't get faster, Ember as well.
I do it now because Meteor is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get
Meteor
Ember
kills
yet.
Oh, you don't really? So you don't have Meteor now?
Nope.
Ah, so I always get it because you almost always get Flying Dirges and Meteor kills them in one shot.
Yeah, it's also pretty good against the rat because, yeah.
Yep.
The rat is weak to Mars.
I always collect Ember now.
You can kill through defense, but not to the power defense.
That was I'm at the rocks. That was really good.
I'm also at the rocks. So yeah, we know the combination. It's blue, green, white, yellow, and red. But you can also
You had to think about that for a second.
Yeah. You can also reveal that, like just with the reveal signage, you can peek at the colors, or if you wrote it down, because you can casually, you probably talk to Barbie first, and then you can just then you know he tells you pretty much what the combination is. Anyway, I got a gold split there. Interesting. That's how I caught up.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you were behind me, and I had a pretty good alt miller, so not surprised. Alright, so now we got to do a little bit of it again to get back to the outline of the person that we saw. Oh, I'm so tempted to go for a death walk. I shouldn't.
So yeah,
oh, but these guys
coming up,
doing some nonsense to me.
Perfect. Fireballs, delude.
No, it was the mole, so lots of mad splatters.
Very interesting.
Just slow. Just slow.
Alright. For me, long cutscene starts in a moment. Like, short cutscene for now, but then a longer one coming up.
Oh,
so
are you already in the Babby cutscene?
Yeah. I just got
Wow, you had an amazing.
Well, but I still need to get Ember. Don't forget about that. That takes a while.
Still,
it takes like 30 seconds.
I've entered the room. Okay, we're not death warping. That's a shame.
Oh yeah, maybe that's also why I got a gold split, by the way, because I think I haven't had that in the splits yet.
Yep.
But yeah,
so
long cutscene, so you could go for a
very
P or
early
something
on.
now.
If you remember from way back at the start of the game when I said your amount of text or your amount of talking is related to your age, well, Babby is like 300 years old. Like literally, he's a couple of 100 years old. So he talks forever and ever 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 and ever. He never stops, which is ugh.
Until the soldiers finally carry him off screen.
Yeah, literally drag him off screen.
Like, please stop, let them go.
And even then, like on the way out the door, he still stops for another chat. It's like, you know, having dinner with my Italian relatives. It's you say goodbye like half a dozen times before you actually leave.
Please, just go. Let me be.
No, I'm tired. I want to go home.
All right, it's a good time to get something to drink, which I'm doing right now. So now it's turbo mode for me.
Yeah, I'm well and truly in turbo mode. So lore-wise, what's going on here is Babby is back in his youthful days, was out sailing the world with his mate Loompa. He came across, he got lost in the middle of the ocean. And he came across an ancient civilization called Lemuria where people do not age. Well, they do, but very, very, very slowly. And they do this because they have a secret draft called the Lemurian draft, which extends their life to, it's never really stated, but it's implied to be thousands of years. Very, very long. So Babby, being the stand-up fellow that he is, stole a bunch of their draft, stole one of their boats and buggered off to found his own town and try and take over the world, basically. Because he's, you know, not that nice. A couple of 100 years later, he's starting to run out of his stolen draft. So he's rationing it, but he pushed it a bit far and collapsed in this cave. We gave him the rest of what he has, and he's now going to enter us in his annual tournament that he hosts in his city, Toby, called Colosso. And he wants to do that because he knows all about Synergy. He knows we use Synergy, and he basically wants to see if we are strong enough to go on a quest to collect more of his draft for him. But he's not that nice a guy, so I'm not that keen to do it. He literally kidnaps children and holds them hostage under pain of death to force towns to build things for him. Not very nice. But what we do get to do next is Colosso, and Colosso is very fun. Colosso is a fun part of the game, and we're going to do it at level 13, which is, I should double check that I'm level 13. Level 13 is the minimum level we can realistically do Colosso, and even then it's a little bit sketchy. So fingers crossed. It's a big time loss if you
can still be in agility range, true.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to all the runners who got smashed by, what is it, Saturas, or is it already Azad, where you get smashed?
Azad, you can have issues, but it's Sat Rage that gives, aka Nut Rage, that gives you the biggest problems.
Oh yeah, by the way, I learned
learned
level 13 Colossal for this event.
Nice.
I mean, it's not
it is faster.
It's not so complicated. Yeah, it is faster as well. So it's not so difficult. Just had to look into it.
You get the awesome Navampa fight where you can just false summon Judgment and he just kills you. It's just so good.
It's so much better, the Navampa fight now.
So much better. Yeah. It is harder to get very fast Colosso though. Sat Rage is almost always going to get all 3 nuts off and just be slow. No, I took enough encounters that I'm probably level 13. Let's see. Yeah. So now I don't really care that Ivan's dead because everyone's going to get a free heal anyway. So I'm not so worried. Oops, straight into the forest. Love that. Now we're going back to Toby. Maybe they'll kill me on the way there. Nope. They will not.
And now I have to get Ember, so that's when you can catch up.
You do it now. You do it now, not after Colosso? I don't actually know.
Well, you can't do really Colossal without 5-Gin. Would be painful.
Alright, Colosso time. Excuse me, up the stairs, thank you.
Alright.
So a few cutscenes where they explain how Colosso works. So, Colosso is 1 part obstacle course, 1 part battle. Basically, all of our equipment gets taken off us. We then have an obstacle course, racing against an opponent. The first person to the middle gets a good item. The second person gets kind of crap item. And then you have a fight. The fights are actually pretty tough. They're pretty strong enemies. But we are going to use synergy and summons and all kinds of stuff. And some might say it's cheating. Some would not. Some would say it's just using your abilities that, you know, your natural abilities to help. What is cheating is Garrett, Mia, and Ivan are allowed to watch, and they can use synergy to interact with things and, like, get rid of some of the puzzles for you. So we don't do that because it's slow. But yeah, they basically, the game wants you to cheat, which is a bit silly.
Yeah, but it's also fun. It's a fun idea, but to be honest, you don't really need it. Not even in... If you know what the path is and you know how to solve it even without the help, you can even do it in... Even pick up all the chests and still be faster than the other guy. So you...
Also, remembering to say no when the guard asks you, do you want an explanation?
Unless you want to do tutorial percent. Do all the tutorials. Please, Conic.
Why would you even... No.
No, you don't. Don't do it. Just kidding. Nobody wants to do that.
Say no to tutorials. And it's such a scuffed idea, just doing them all.
It's so easy to lose like half a minute because of that.
Yeah, it's very painful when you over mash A. There we go. Got through the first one without doing it. Now, what's my setup?
Stand by granite quartz.
Granite quartz. There we go. Have not practiced this at all. Alright, stand on the circle and then we're good to go.
Alright, same here.
So we're just going to talk to the attendants because we don't want to help. We're going to let Isaac deal with this all on his own, which is not that hard, actually. There aren't So this is basically an auto scroller. We have to wait for our opponent to get to the end anyway, so there are some tricks and things that can be done, but it's just, it doesn't matter because like I said, this, oh no, I fell, what a shame, I'm gonna have to go back. Oh no. So I'm gonna collect one item, or we do collect one item. This is an oil drop. This is an item that, well, this is a damage item. Will do lots of Mars damage. Very, very powerful. And I get there first. What a surprise, I won. All right, Azar, first one. So the general idea of how to kill these guys is remove actions with some Jinn, do a little bit of chip damage with some other Jinn, and then Judgment. Kill them with Judgment. The tier 4 Venus Summon, it's very, very fast, very, very powerful. It is going to carry us through Colosso. So
I'm just doing nonsense, by the way.
Oh, drop. Don't defend. Yay. Flint. Still didn't defend. Nice. Good as up. Unless he defends the Judgment. Please don't defend the Judgment, because then I'll probably die. Yay, Azza. That's one. One down. One down, 2 to go.
Oh no, he defended the Judgment.
Oh no.
Oh, please don't crit me.
Okay, good. That's so bad when he defends the Judgment.
Yeah, that's so much damage.
Just Ragnarok go. It's like, it's 2 Ragnaroks, I think. So you need to heal and then Ragnarok.
Yeah,
oh, I said
two. Yep.
It's alright, I'm watching a tutorial.
Nice.
Well, oh yay.
Those tutorials are not so long.
It's alright, it was a very short one. That one's not too bad.
Okay,
it was a very short one. Oops. Alright, round 2. We're again not going to do any of this nonsense. And by all, double tap Flint, sec, run out. So we can save a bit of time by doing our Jinn setup in a very specific spot here. Oh, I missed. Never mind, I didn't get it. That's a shame. I missed the cycle.
Who cares? You have enough time.
So I did a double tap on Flint there where I put him on standby and then I set him and then put him on standby again. I did that because the game remembers what order Jinn went on to standby. And we need a very specific recovery order in order to not die in this fight. We need to be able to outspeed Sat Rage on turn 3, and you only do that if Flint is not your first recovery. You need, I think it's Ground is the one that needs to recover first. Nah, let's not take a safety save. We're fine. What could possibly go wrong? So, fingers crossed. This fight can go wrong because if Sat Rage attacks on the first turn, he will do more than half of your damage and he outspeeds on the second turn. So if you don't defend, you die. And that's, you know, bad. He also has a bunch of nuts that he can use, which heal for 200 HP. They're hidden behind a smoke bomb. So he needs to use his smoke bomb first. But yeah, he got a lot of stuff he can do to slow us down. So I'm going to open with the Judgment. He attacked. So he did 76 damage. I have 72 remaining. So what do? We defend. And there we go. I survive. I get Quartz back. Now I can heal. And I outspeed him. So there's his smoke bomb. So now he can use his nuts. That's fine. I'm just going to unload Ragnaroks. I need 3 Ragnaroks. There's 1. 2 additional Ragnaroks for every nut. So I have 4 more that I need to do now. I need 3 more. Now I need 5 more. And this is how Sat Rage. This is how he tends to go. 4 more. Try not to lose count. And now he's out of nuts, so he's just going to attack me. 3 more. Oh, he defended. So I think it's still 4 more. Now it's 3 more. Two more. Oh, the flint might still kill him. Maybe not. And now I have to heal because I'm going to die. Does this kill him? Oh, never mind. I didn't have to heal. There we go. So that rage is dead. Very, very slow, but we got through him. Terrible fight.
Oh, same. I just finished with Navampa. 0 nuts!
Navampa or Sat Rage?
Sorry.
Second one.
Satrich, sorry.
Yep.
Navampa
0 nuts. That's a great fight.
That's a great fight.
Got all the
and
nuts.
That was terrible, though.
I got all the nuts and a defend. That was a terrible fight.
That was a very terrible
fight. It'll also be
yeah.
like that sometimes. There's nothing you can do when you're doing level 13. Like, it's still faster. Oh, I said yes again. God damn it. I'm watching another one.
Go ahead.
Just handicapping myself. It's all right. I'll get you in the end game.
Ooh, yeah, that might be very possible.
This is turned into this is such a surprisingly close race.
Yeah, I just checked early on the stream. I think I'm lagging behind in stream for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But we're pretty much on par at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just starting the lend a hand.
Same here. And Mia. Here we go.
Yep, we are literally at the same point. I'll give you a countdown to when I'm starting, all right? 3, 2, 1.
Go. Okay, I'm just maybe a second ahead or so. It's nothing. In a 3.5 hour run.
What a run. I was so far in front. I choked so hard. You had, that makes it, you had like the god ult mill.
Oh yeah, I had an awesome Satrich as well.
And Sat Rage as well, yeah. It's alright. I'll come back. I'll get back further ahead. I'm determined.
Let's see. Instant
Can I get... No, try. One of us has got to get it. No instant climb for me. I can't do it on this keyboard. I run on keyboard because I'm weird, and I can't do it on this keyboard. There's too much travel in the keys. I have another one with a low key travel keyboard that I can do it on.
All right,
this one doesn't
another
work.
try. Log? Oh, I cannot do the log though.
I'll do that. I'll have a go at the log. It's the one glitch that I've contributed to this game. It's the log. Let's have a look. And it only works on this log. No, it's been a while since I've done it. No, one more try. No, all right, I'm wasting too much time. Oh, I haven't done my gin either.
Yeah, I just had to look that up again. Linton ground. At least that's what I wrote down.
Now, this time, I don't want to win the fight. We want Navampa to win. Because, you know, making it hard on ourselves.
It's faster, yeah. It's optional to win. Right. You don't need to.
So, once again, open with judgment. Oh, that didn't work. Hang on, let's try again. But why is my judgments not working? Oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god, I died. Oh, it's fine. It doesn't matter. This is a losable fight. And it's faster to lose. There's a lot less cutscene if you lose. So it's fine. Isaac came second. It's okay. So Isaac's now, he got the crap beaten out of him. So now he's just going to have a little nap. And everyone's going to be a bit mean about it. They just wander off and let him, you know, be unconscious in the middle of the stage after a fight. Kind of mean. So now we have a nice long section of cutscenes coming, unfortunately. This is where Babby really gets to chatting. But it is our last long cutscene for almost until the end of the game. We're doing pretty well. We're kind of in the end game now, which is nice. The sketchiest part of the run, where getting caught by surprise basically ends the run.
I always forget when to get out of bed here.
I just start spamming after the snow boxes.
Yeah, same.
There we go. After Garrett is just the meanest guy in the world, like the worst best friend ever. You literally just have been unconscious in your bed since the end of the fight, and he yells at you for being lazy. Like, dude, come on. He got beaten to a pulp. Be nice. Alright, now we get to relax and hear Babby just lore dump on us about how he's the best guy ever and deserves to live, even though he's terrible. So now we're going to have a bit of... We do some things slightly differently in this next section, don't we, Happy? Because I'm going to do a little bit of shopping and buy some stuff, and you do it later.
Oh, true. I do it later, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a few items that are not required, but are helpful to beat the game. Some of them are safety items. They cost time, but give you a chance to get to the end. Some of them do actually save a little bit of time, and it's very runner's choice. It's like 30 seconds either way. So it's very runner's choice as to how much risk you're willing to take. For a marathon run, I'm gonna collect all the safety stuff. So I'm gonna do a shop. I think Happy's gonna postpone the shop and skip getting one item for Ivan. Yep. So you're gonna take a nice lead into the end game. About a 30-second lead into the end game.
Yeah, let's wait until the first CVS.
Which is called One Attacks First in Venus 2. We'll save that and then some.
Yep, late game can be pretty brutal.
Late game has huge swings in time. Like imagine you get no encounter skips in Suhala and I get all of them. Like I save 3 minutes. Right? It's crazy how much time you can save here, and how much time you can lose as well.
Also, I had to use my one water of life already.
That's true. You are down a water of life. I have all of mine, and I'm about to buy more.
More.
I must have more. Babby's still talking. So all the Lemuria stuff that I went over in like 30 seconds earlier, that's what this whole cutscene is. And the guy next to him, I owed him, is just kind of like his buddy, second in charge, mate, guy who helps him run the place. He's going to join us for a bit and do nothing. He just pops out and chats every now and then. Blah, blah, blah. Still talking. Come on, guys. Nobody cares.
Mashing now is getting tedious. I'm still mashing.
No, I'm on turbo.
I gotta save those frames to get in the lead.
All right, fine. Let's do some mashing then. Mash. Gotta earn some time back. Turn the turbo off. Look at that. Text box is clear so much faster now.
You can see the difference? Oh, I cannot.
Absolutely.
I cannot feel the difference.
When you've done enough TLA any percent, where mashing makes a big difference, how well you mash makes a big difference in your time, you start to be able to pick up good and bad mashing very quickly. Oh, I haven't mashed in so long. Oh my, never mind, my wrist's already sore. I'm going back to turbo.
Enjoy the lurk. Oh, it's soon coming to an end.
Oh, we're almost there. Babby's leaving.
Oh, yeah, come on, shut up and go.
There we go. We're done. Let's go.
Woohoo!
And we're out of here. Are you still collecting the power bread?
Yeah, I will still go for that.
Yeah. Your second power bread. Yep. Oh, that's not reveal.
I could get a corn, but I'm not. No, I'm not getting corn.
No, we're not. No, I'm not. I'm not going to get the corn. Mostly because I forgot about it. There we go. Waters of Life, Guardian Circlet. Let's go. It takes no time to collect them. Safety. Fingers crossed for not getting an encounter. Nice encounter skip. Let's go. No, it's... Alright, let's go. So, fighting stuff. Now we're fighting stuff that can actually kill you if you get it wrong. So, instead of just unloading on a single summon like Judgment or whatever we're using, we actually have to be more careful about what summons we use. We have to use the right summon on the right person. Oh, like I got that wrong there, so I'm going to get attacked. That's right, this is not...
I don't need that. Oh, whatever.
Was just enough.
Just had a
So
single
you have to
troll.
use the right summon at the right time. Now.
I just
And
had a
everything here
single
will
troll,
just
so I
echo.
actually didn't need the round there, but whatever. Things just happen.
Safety. Safety is always better.
Oh, I got a
When you're
encounter here.
unsure, be safe.
I think that's a Thor. I got an encounter before the first tornado lizard.
Oh, that's annoying. So again, a couple of different ways to take these lizards. I like to take damage from them so that I can keep draining Isaac's PP for some upcoming retreat glitches. Oh wow, a Weasel's Claw. What a useful item. We can heal off Isaac. So it is possible to get between all of these fights without taking encounters, as I have done so far for the first two, which is really nice. Every encounter you get here takes about 30 seconds, so the more of these skips you get, the better. I've gotten all of them so far. I've gotten 3, including the run to the drawbridge. This is really good.
Nice.
Oh, he used ward. What a dick. So he will die to a Kieran and a Judgment unless he uses ward, and then you need the backup Frockney from Garrett in order to finish him off. And then you require 3 gen recoveries, which is scary. Do my healing after the 2. Oh, that's bad. I just drained all of Isaac's PP.
That's maybe too much, yeah. Now you need to douse somewhere
way
else.
too much. So now I have to use douse with someone else. That was silly of me. I have to give the douse drop to Mia. That was silly. This was such a good Suhala too. So she can douse and then I'll give it back to Isaac.
Storm Ray. Okay, nice healing. Nice for healing.
Yeah, well, I'm already out of PP on Isaac, so my healing's going great. Oh, he did ward again. Come on, stop it.
Stop it.
He's just so slow now. And impact. Gee, thanks, guy.
Wow, I got the
That was
rare skip
terrible.
between the second and the third.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the monster design is awesome. A lot of the sprites are very awesome, and also the in-game magic. A lot of it looks good.
I'm gonna get another encounter before old mate. Probably. Wow, what a run. Is it properly? So, this gen, this is Flak. Flash is by far and away the most broken djinn in this game. So if you remember the rats from earlier that have a ridiculous 90% reduction defend, yeah, Flash does that, but for everybody for an entire turn. And he acts with priority. So when you use Flash, it reduces 90% damage taken on everyone for the turn. It is disgustingly broken, and is basically the reason we can beat this game at as low a level as we do. Flash is unbelievably powerful. Also, we can just run away from the final boss of this dungeon. We don't actually have to fight it. By running, run, using a very specific path. This is a terrible encounter. Oh no, I have to do that, defend, and meteor. This is a terrible encounter. It's very, very slow. I got the double troll.
Oh yeah, I got a double troll earlier too. No, not a double troll, double manticore. Manticore thingy. Alright, now I'm with Flash 2.
So run away. Oh, right. Nice. Only one encounter on the way out. That was a really good Suhala. Even with my little, even having to move, doused around a little bit. That was still a really good Suhala. Alright, Suhala Gate. So it is actually possible to get all the way here before you do Colosso, but then these guards block you and don't let you go any further. There is a way with poison to get through them, but it's the same death storage trick that you could do earlier to skip to skip around the drawbridge after Kalima. So again, it's banned in this category. All right, now encounters here. Nobody knows encounters in Suhala Gate because they're unique to this area, and you basically just run through this area straight away. So we're going to be making this up a little bit. Let's try Judgment. Let's see if that works. When in doubt, go Judgment. Hey, it did. Nice, he died.
Oh, already almost caught by the tornado lizard. Ugh. I had 3 encounters after Flash.
After Flash?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Oh, I had 1. Yeah, that's terrible.
But now I got an attacks first, so
it's actually pretty easy to stay away from the lizard if you use the right path. I think you can open the menu 11 times and still get away from him. Come on, at least do some damage to me. Jeez, that's terrible. Alright, so now we're going to do another retreat glitch. Unfortunately, I didn't take enough damage late in the dungeon to really be able to do it quickly, but that's okay. Drain all of my PP. This loses time in most cases, but every now and then that will save you fighting another encounter, and so it saves a little bit. So now we reach...
2 attacks first in a row! Let's go!
You what? You what?
2 attacks first in a row.
Ah, nice. Double attacks first. That's always good. Alright, so what I'm doing here, this is called reveal walking. In this dungeon, for whatever reason, the developers forgot to allow encounters when in reveal. So we do this trick where we reveal walk and we never take an encounter, which is very, very handy because the encounters in this dungeon are pretty brutal.
Yeah, just don't get too greedy, because sometimes you tend to walk a little bit without the reveal. And
yes.
Yeah, then you can get encounters.
Push it too far and take the encounter, it is not much fun. Although, if you just YOLO your whole way through and get a single encounter that is a judgment clear, it's faster than reveal walking. Which is not that uncommon. Also, yellow path, blue path. Let's go. What do we got? Blue path. Yeah. No, I'm not doing yellow path. Don't even ask. So there are 2 possible paths you can get here. Oh, except I don't have Oh my god, I accidentally spoke to it again.
No!
Because I was checking my TP.
Now you lost 24 seconds. Something like
Yeah,
that.
now I'm losing a ton of time. So there are two possible paths, blue path and yellow path. Blue path is
I
the
got yellow
puzzles
path.
in all of them are faster. And there's one fewer of them. So it saves minutes over yellow path. Yellow path is terrible. Now, why do I not have any PP? Oh, I'm on 5. Let's just reveal. And there's my 6th. There we go. We're fine.
Now we're on par
I'm
again.
just letting it-
I caught up to you because of that. Oh, awesome.
My lack of de-rusting is just keeping you in this.
Thanks.
It's alright, it's planned. Totally planned. I should just skip the spirit armlet and try and save time there.
Don't get too greedy.
I'm not. I'm gonna get the spirit armlet. I'm just gonna assume that Satoros SMFD are gonna be mean to you.
I mean, it can all turn there, yeah.
It can absolutely turn there. Oh, it's a shame your stream is lagging. But, oh well.
Yeah, sadly we cannot see that. We're on par. I'm changing now to all these notes about the encounters.
That's not who I want to talk to. I forget who has the spirit armlet.
The left guy. The left guy has it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got him. I haven't done many spirit armlet runs, so we'll see how this goes. The spirit armlet boosts, it's Venus and Mercury power, right? Or is it just Venus? I forget. So Ivan's summons do a little bit more damage, which is very useful. It allows for some different encounter, or it's some different encounter clears that are a little bit faster. So again, I do a retreat glitch there that loses a little bit of time to get to this point, but it skips walking through some encounter zones. I should check my GID, yeah. So it increases the chance of me being able to get a single encounter all the way through Tunnel Ruins, which is very, very fast. This was also real. I got the Gargoyle, very, very fast encounter, just a single judgment. We like that. Hopefully I just get the one encounter to hit through Babby Lighthouse. And then Tunnel Ruin skip. Which one of us is getting Tunnel Ruin skip?
Nobody gets it.
Unless you're Ollie. Ollie gets it a lot.
I think he also got it only once.
He said it, no,
Future
he said,
got
I think he
it
said it
apparently
few
twice.
times. Yeah.
I got an early one here, so that's a nope.
I got a Gargoyle after drop down. So good chance to get the
Good chance, yeah.
So these guys are talking. Satoros and Minardi have come through here and have just started blasting everyone, using their fireballs to just yeet people around. And they went through this door that no one's ever been able to go through before. And they were like, guys, the door doesn't open. It's not possible. And we're obviously about to open the door. There we go. The door's open. Go us. We're amazing.
Yeah, I guess you're maybe,
Almost
I
through.
don't know, 30 seconds or so ahead.
Yeah, I had a good first half of Babby Lighthouse. We'll see. I might get another encounter.
True.
You did have to do that extra shop as well.
Oh yeah, true.
I was just buying Red Armlet. You buy a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I bought the Word of Life too. Yeah.
But again, that's like one encounter. 30 seconds here is nothing. Oh god, I forgot that yes, Snowbox takes forever to pop up. the one randomly slow dialogue box. Make it. Yeah, nice. I got the skip. I got the encounter skip. All right, so we have a couple of these are we even going to call these puzzles? A couple of very easy puzzles to solve to get through Tunnel Ruins before we get to the last dungeon of the game with an absolute banger of a soundtrack. Oops. Come on, get around. Why am I getting stuck?
And a counter.
So I'm also keeping Isaac's PP. We're keeping Isaac's PP very low because we have one final retreat glitch coming up to skip about a third of the Venus Lighthouse, which is the final dungeon. So I'm doing a lot of this stuff. I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to go the slow way because I forgot how to do fast way here. But yeah, keeping Isaac's PP low by doing Douse is quite an expensive synergy, which is why we use it on Isaac. And then lots of moves, lots of healing. Oh, I'm a little bit too low. Man, I did too good a job of draining Isaac's PP. Been very low this
that can happen as well.
I think it's because I trained it to 0 for the Suhala Gate retreat glitch. And it's too low. You don't quite want it that low. Oh, chance it. Tunnel Ruin skip, by the way, into the last room without an encounter.
Never gonna happen. During a race. Never gonna happen.
Can you imagine, though?
Yes, I can imagine.
You go. Oh, I've done this in such a terrible way. I forgot the correct order to push these around. That's okay. We'll just do it this way. Still works.
Too far away.
All right, let's see if we're gonna get it. Come on, Tunnel Ruin skip. Oh, that's so sad. You ground, fend, and judgments. I didn't get it. I got close, but that's all right. You never get Tunnel Ruin skip. It wasn't at least it was a pretty good encounter.
Oh,
all right, Venus Lighthouse. Let's go. Final dungeon. All right, final retreat glitch. That skips about a third of the dungeon, like I said. So again, encounters in here, very scary. Lots of stuff that can go wrong. If you ever get caught by surprise in Venus Lighthouse, pretty much immediately die and go all the way back. Actually, I think I'm going to take a safety save here, just to. That's okay. That's why we use Flash. Flash is a lifesaver here. If ever in doubt, if you're not sure entirely how to kill something optimally, just use Flash and then just throw summons at it. It'll be slow, but it'll get the job done. That's all that matters here, is just get to the end at this point. I don't think either, well, I'm definitely not on PB pace. This is, we go Rockney, Ground, Boreas. I think Judgment, single Chimera. I think Judgment Prockney is enough, but we'll throw Boreas in there just to be safe. It's slower, but it will definitely kill it. When in doubt, go for the it will definitely kill it option.
Yep. I have 2 doggos and a chimera.
Awesome. Literally the worst encounter. Yeah.
Nah, it depends. I guess.
What is it? It's
double
like
chimera is
Thor Judgment or something? It's like Thor Judgment or something to kill that.
Yeah, 4 on Judgment, yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Which is weird because neither of those are weak to either of those summons. So it's such a weird combination that works. That's powerful. You also really want attacks first in this dungeon, because as you've noticed, these are very slow encounters to clear. So being able to just get a free flee, it saves minimum 30 seconds, depending on exactly what the encounter was. This is not a bad encounter. This is like Rockney and... Oh, that's not good.
Oh, what happened?
I did a bad thing.
No?
No, I used Tiamat instead of Judgment. I went up once instead of twice on a Griffin as well, so this is slow now. So he doesn't die to that. So now I've got to use Flash turn 2 because the Griffin is the only enemy in the game that now outspeeds Ivan. So I lost time here. Yeah, lucky I used Flash because Ivan would have died. There we go. Not the end of the world. Not ideal, but that's okay. This is the worst hallway. Don't take an encounter in here, please. Right, now we're going to collect the... I'm also going to collect the Gaia Blade, which is the strongest weapon in the game.
Another juicer. Golem, 4 boulder beasts.
This is just a...
4 ground warriors. And the second turn.
No, this is Judgment kills this, I think. Biter, head. Yeah, he didn't die. Damn, that's a Judgment. Oh, don't do it, man. That's all right. It was just a haunting. We're fine. Damn, that's just a single Judgment encounter and I got it wrong. That's silly of me. All right, final puzzle. We're almost to the end of Venus Lighthouse. It's almost time for the final boss.
Wow, you got way ahead of me, alright. I'm just at the carry puzzle.
Oh yeah, I've gone way ahead. I've got the Gaia Blade. I'm in the final puzzle.
It's a long puzzle.
Yeah, but it's just as long for you as it is for me.
Yes, that's true.
Not a lot of time to make up in a pushing puzzle.
Yeah, unless you do it wrong. Come on, you can do it
That's
wrong.
true. So we solved this puzzle in a very specific way. One, it's very fast pushing them in here, but when you push this last block in, the camera very slowly pans over to that statue. And so we want to finish as low as possible to minimize the amount that the camera moves. Little things everywhere. And there's a lot of those little things everywhere in this run that we've been doing that we just don't mention. There's little, tiny little time saves here and there.
I got boulder golem again.
Oh, that's awful. That's so slow.
Yep. 4 plus
It's the only
warriors
encounter
and the
that
second
requires 2 turns. Yeah.
game that's not helping.
At least you only need the 1 gen recovery though, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah. Awful. Oh, CBS! Oh, Isaac died!
At least not Ivan.
It's alright. It's a single manticore. It's fine. It's like if You're gonna get CBS by something and have someone die. A single manticore king is not too bad. But now we have a very sad looking Isaac. All right, there we go. Water of life's gone. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Whew. Scary.
All right, now it's my puzzle time.
All right, and drop down. We did it. Oh, all right, we made it through Venus 2. It wasn't that bad. I had one death. That CBS was terrifying because if that's the wrong encounter, that CBS can party wipe me, and that's just done. Game over. And I go back to my safety save at the start of Venus Lighthouse. All right, it's Taurus Minardi, final boss. To beat these guys, we are going to use a strat called the Courthouse strat. By spreading all of the Venus Gin across each of the party members, giving ground to Ivan and granite to Garrett, or vice versa, it doesn't really matter, and 2 Venus Gin on Isaac, that puts us in a situation where we can summon Judgment every 2 turns. So on 1 turn, we use granite, ground, and quartz, and Isaac summons Judgment. The next turn, you do some healing, you use Flash to not take too much damage, and Isaac uses one of his 2 Venus Gin, and then you get all the recoveries, and you go again. And you just repeat that. We call it the Courthouse Strap because we're raining down Judgment on our enemies. It's the fastest, or the most DPS we can do in the game that we know of in this game, or at least the fastest DPS strat we've come up with. And it is a reasonably safe way to fight Satoru and Minardi, but they can do some scuffed stuff. In particular, Minardi, she has an ability called Death Size, which has a chance to proc instant death. We don't want to see Death Size. Death Size is not much fun. That's bad times. So I'm going to do my last menu, which I don't remember how to do. Oh, come on. I don't remember how to do this menu.
Great.
Yeah, great indeed, hey? It's for...
Time to catch up.
Yeah, ground to there.
Don't forget to
there,
save.
to there. No, wrong way around. Well, it's my own menu. I do this menu differently.
Oh.
Like that. Right? Is that right? Yeah, that's correct. That looks right. We're going to use... Oh, he already has full PP. That's fine. Don't need the Psych Crystal then. And we're going to wish. And we're going to take a safety save. Very important. And I'm going to double check. Quartz Flint, Flash Breeze, Arm Scuff. Yep, that looks right. All right, here we go. Final boss. So there's a bit of a cutscene before we get there. So, like I said, Death Size bad. Some of Satoros' stuff can be kind of bad. But it's safe enough that we actually go for some fast strats. So in particular, I want to kill Satoros as the last enemy to die, and I want to kill him using Flint. Not for a rainbow kill, doesn't really matter anymore, but to set up a faster kill on the final boss. This is a 2-part boss fight. So there's some stuff they can do to stop this from happening. In particular, Break, which will remove elemental buffs. So you get a buff to elemental power every time you summon a Djinn, and that causes next summon or more summons to do more damage. Break will stop things happening. If they use Resist, that reduces damage taken by summons. That's bad. We don't like that. And if anyone ever dies, that is obviously really bad, and you kind of have to start making things up. But we'll go for it. We'll see if I can get the fast strats out. It's no more dangerous than not doing the fast strats, so you may as well, right, Happy?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Felix has taken the rod. We're almost into the fight.
Oh yeah, I should get the calculator out just in case, you know.
No, I have very detailed notes with every possible outcome.
Oh really?
So I don't need to calculate. Yeah, really. I'll show you.
Wow.
After we're done. I have very detailed notes.
Right. I only did that for 100% because there's less variation.
Yeah. So we always ground Minardi when we have the option because we do not want to see Death Size. Satoros' attacks do more damage, but they're less dangerous because he can't really one-hit kill. I mean, he can, but he requires a few extra bits and pieces before he can. All right, so next. Wish, Vine, Flash, Mars. Wish, whoop. Vine, Flash. Mars on Minardi. So we now have Wish with Mia. Wish is an AoE heal. Oh, of course. Turn 2 resist, of course. All right, the fast fight no longer works. Turn 2 resist immediately kills the fast fight. Thank you, Minardi. Appreciate that. So now we just courthouse until they die and deal with it. So you have a chance, Happy, if you get the fast fight.
We'll see about that.
So I'm going to I target Saturos with this judgment, and then everything else, all the other summons get targeted onto Minardi. But you want to put one boosted judgment into Saturos. Although I don't think it matters once you get turn 2 resist. What a shame. Alright, next.
Alright, I stayed here. Stop, what? Didn't want to overwrite. There we go.
All the little chip damage, all targets Saturos. Oh my god, I got that sized. Garrett's dead. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, recovery mode. Help, 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 help.
Serves you right.
Okay, now we're gonna
Pray.
make some stuff up and pray. This time I'm actually gonna ground Saturos because he does less damage and I don't have granite now. And I'm not gonna have it next turn either. Oh, this is so bad. Of course, Minardi used Supernova. We love that. Everyone's still alive. I survived the turn. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay.
Copium.
We're okay. Copium. If I survive this turn, then we will be fine.
Recovery. Take care of the recovery.
It's just need to survive this turn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I got granite back, so I'm just throwing in a Wish, Granite, Venus, Defend. Haunt, love that for me. No spooky ghosts. All right, we're okay. I survived. We're back.
Woohoo!
Oh, man. This fight is really scuffy when it goes wrong. Woo. All right. I'm even going to do this. I'm going to go straight into a flash turn, get back on cycle, and now we're back on cycle. Everything's fine. I'll stop using Haunt. Still no spooky ghosts. That's good. No spooky friends. All right, we're good to go now. Back on cycle.
What? Oops. For some reason I grounded Saturos. Oh, normal attack. Okay. Phew.
Oh, you might have gotten a double input.
Yeah. Seems so.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I put ground on oh no, I don't put ground on Garrett. I used to. I don't anymore. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Man, this fight is going. I have no idea how many more judgments I need.
Oh, I also got resist turn 2.
Oh, lovely. So no fast fight for you either then.
And protect. Okay.
Oh wow, that's really bad. So you're not even gonna get a dead Minardi for the last turn.
Nope.
That's really slow. I think I only have one more judgment left. I think the next turn they should die. Yeah, I'll have an alive Minardi as well because I had some guffiness to deal with. I think this should kill them. Oh, of course, I just realized I have a slow Isaac as well. Saturos has been outspeeding Isaac.
Oh.
All right.
Unfortunate.
Saturos and Minardi dead. That's a level 13 Colosso downside is sometimes you get a slow Isaac. If you get good encounters in Venus too, you miss a level. And so you get Isaac and get outsped. It's a range. Very annoying.
I got another protect and a Oh no, so sorry, resist and a break.
It doesn't, honestly, it doesn't matter at that point. It doesn't add any more to the fight.
True, I guess.
All right, so Fusion Dragon is basically the same. We do basically the same thing, except the last turn we count damage a little bit more closely, and then on the last turn we throw in a couple of extra summons just to shave a turn off the fight. But yeah, it's basically the same. We just keep courthousing until he dies. He is a little bit safer than Satoru Samanati. He doesn't have the insta-kill move, but you can still get into trouble. I might need to do a wish instead of a drench to open, just because I took damage. Might have to change my strat up just a little bit.
Wow, they're wholly defensive.
How we love you.
Satoru Samanati are wholly defensive. They don't do any aggressive actions on my end.
Not a bad thing though.
Yeah, I mean, I get to the Fusion Dragon this way, but it's slow.
Oh. Yeah, my Fusion Dragon's back to front. I'm starting with Flash instead of Flint instead of Vine because of the death, which is interesting. So I'm gonna have a fast Fusion Dragon, or he's gonna have more agility for a couple of turns, which is weird, but that's all right. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. What a banger. What a great track. All right, this is judgment number 1 of 3. See if we can at least get a 6-turn fight out of him. So what we don't want to see now is break. We do not want him to use break. I want boosted judgments only. Oh, nice. He used deadly gas and no one got the venom. That's awesome. Boosted judgments only. Thank you. Nice. So if he doesn't use break on this turn, I'm going to go for the fast fight and go for the Thorius turn. And hope to God that he doesn't use break.
Summon rush, let's go!
Yeah, throw all the things. All right, if he doesn't use break, then I'm going to go for it. He did not use break. Let's do it.
Easy. Easy game.
I did get a spooky friend on Mia, though. Fingers crossed this doesn't bite me. Please don't proc spooky friend. The spooky friend, the ghost circling Mia, has a 1 in 8 chance to proc. I think it's 25% damage back onto me. That will be enough to kill Mia, which is bad. Please don't die. This becomes almost unwinnable if Mia dies. She died! Oh my god. Oh my god. I might actually lose.
Oh no! Not after Thorius? What the hell?
After the Thorius, yeah. I might actually lose.
Yeah, now you're like...
Because I have to...
300 damage off or so.
Oof. Yeah, I have to Sabel, survive a turn without healing, and then hope I can do enough damage to kill him with 2 Sabels, I guess?
Good luck.
Oof. Yeah, good luck. Oh, that spooky friend. I need him to not do much damage because I can't heal. Okay, where? Oh no, and I get bad recoveries. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I have nothing. I don't even have flash. What have we got?
Shit.
I don't even know what I can do. Oh my god, this is really bad. No, you just got to do damage, right?
We have about
That's the bar.
4 minutes or so to figure something else. I'm on your toes.
Die! I'm gonna die. Oh, and he's using outer space. Yeah, I'm GG.
No!
I'm done. I lose.
Wow.
Yeah, double outer space.
This.
I lost. Yeah,
No!
because I went for the Thoria's turn and died. Yeah, I lost. Is it worth redoing the whole thing again?
You can do it in time.
just saying-
I mean, we have 20 minutes till estimate.
Yeah. That's a
You
shame.
can do it now, you can do it.
I have to do both fights again. What a shame. That's alright. These things happen.
Yep. Nothing you can do about this. You had to do it anyway.
I mean, I got the horns. I shouldn't have gone for it with the horn. 1 in 8 chance, but yeah, that's okay.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. If you don't get it, then you win on the next turn, right?
Exactly.
What a shame. And then there's just no makeup damage that you can do that is enough to cover the difference between a Sibyl and a Judgment. Ah, what a shame. And then, of course, you had to do double outer space to just end it. Now we get to watch all of this again. Maybe I'll get a better fight this time.
I mean, I can also still die. So, we'll see about that.
Yeah, I think it's unlikely. Fusion Dragon, if you play, can only really get you in trouble if you play risky, which is what I did.
Second 2. Yeah, let's go. Now it's my Fourier's turn. Let's see.
Yeah, if you have issues.
I have no spooky
doubt?
friends so far, so
Yeah, good.
should be fine.
How quickly this can go wrong, hey? Damn, what a shame. That's all right. We just get to watch the fight again, I guess. Oh. All right, let's see if we can do the fast fight properly this time. Watch me get like a perfect SMFD now.
Alright, this should be death for the Fusion Dragon.
Yeah, nice. GG. Ooh, impact on Saturos. That can be scary.
Woohoo!
Yeah, nice. GG.
Thanks. Wow,
Race.
it's the first
This is
decent
very
round I
close
have
the whole
for
way.
a while.
Good race.
Yeah, very close until Colosso, or like after Colosso. So let's see, I'll have to open stream to see how far you're going.
It's my second judgment. Booster judgment into Saturos. Oop. Okay, I think I put that into Minardi, not Saturos. So do the next one into Saturos. Oh, break. That's a pain. Never mind.
Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Let's see if Conical can do it the second time.
I still don't have my boosted judgment into Saturos because I forgot. And I've had one break. It is still doable with one break. Maybe we have it. Yes.
Yes, epic ending. And we have a guy jumping off a cliff. Oh, the tower. lighthouse.
Oh yeah, time. We should have said time doesn't happen at the end of the fight. There is an epilogue.
Oh, true, yeah. Yeah, we're still in the epilogue, so time comes actually when the last input
About
happens.
6.5 minutes.
So yeah, for me it's about 4.5 minutes or so now remaining.
Oh.
Yeah, empty eye, know what's up. You get the boat, and then we go to the credits. That's when you get the time. You get a boat! Yeah, that's the fun of the second game. You can cruise around with the boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not in the first one. Boom.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, what? She didn't die.
Pyroclasm?
Oh, okay. Well, so much for that. Oh, there she goes. How much damage are you going to do here? I have a risky strat I can do here to still go for the fast fight. I'm gonna try it. If I lose, I lose. This is one of my... Oh, he still died. There we go. That's one of my flex note strats. So I have a crack at the 5-turn fusion dragon now. So we can maybe get a fast fusion dragon.
Yeah,
That was a pretty good Gross Minardi fight.
That's a nice one. Sweet, a boat. This is really gonna open up now, huh? This is a weird epic cutscene for getting a boat. Credits begin. Excuse me? Empty Eye 2014. Well, it's already a kind of a large game, I guess. But the second one blew it, blows it up. Sorry, not blew it. It blows it up even more. Second one is a very long game.
Yep. Yeah, I was the same when I played this game back when it released, or not long after it released. It was like, yes, oh, Venus Lighthouse. I wonder what the next lighthouse is going to be. Sick, now I have a boat. Oh, it's over. Oh, really?
See you in
thankfully, we'll
part 2.
need to wait like 9 months for the second game. Second game came out very soon after the first.
Yeah, that's one more indication that they had the whole story in mind from the beginning.
Yeah.
To put it in one game, but they couldn't. They just couldn't. Right, how's it going with your fight? Because I cannot, for some reason, I cannot watch the stream.
I am starting the Fusion Dragon fight. I have a chance at the 5-turn Fusion Dragon fight.
Oh.
I got a flint kill. So we'll see.
Nice, backup.
Save a bit of time at the end. No spooky friends. Nothing horrific. So we'll see. See if he does it. I will go for the Thoria's turn again if I get an opportunity. Because, you know, I hate myself. The problem with the 5-turn fight is you only get one heal in the entire fight. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we get any breaks. Preferably none. Attack! That's good. Healing up. And Drain Fang. Good so far. Dodge, granite, ground. If no breaks here, then we get to go for it again. It failed the first time, but right? It's clearly going to work this time, right?
Sure. There's not going to be a break at Foria's turn, no.
It's alright, I have backup notes if that happens. Out of space, we're fine. Does a little bit of damage, but you know, we're fine. Oh, quite low on damage. You know what? Bugger it. If I don't make it, I don't make it. We're doing it. Go, Thorius, go. If he uses break now, I'm pretty much screwed. And now the Boreas.
Come on,
All
do
right,
it.
let's see the break. Out of space. Now we're okay. We might win. We should win. I think we're gonna win. I got a very good SMFD the second time, assuming this kills him. Oh.
Is it just me, or is your stream now lagging behind? Because I'm still not at a fusion dragon.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm still in the cutscene here.
Wonder why it's there. I'm like at the end of Fusion Dragon. That's weird.
Yeah, I guess it's the same thing that happened to me earlier. Like they fixed my stream, but
oh, he died.
something is.
Oh, there you go. Have you joined back just in time for him? Oh, it is lagging very slow. That's weird. Well, he died.
Yay!
I got the fast.
I'm still waiting for you. And Al is also still waiting for us.
Oh, he's waiting for us, is he?
Yep.
Well, it's 6.5 minutes. He's got to wait for.
Yeah.
Until we get through that cutscene.
GG, Conical.
Yeah, GG. That was a very close race.
Yeah, it
like,
was a very close
we left
long time.
Colosso at the exact same time. It was this basically turned into an end game race.
Yep. And while your endgame was faster, the Fusion Dragon just said no.
Yeah, and to be honest, that was entirely my fault. I could have not gone for the Thorius turn, added an extra turn to the fight, and been totally fine. Right? I could have just done a wish turn into Judgment and then Thorius after, and it's fine.
Yeah, true. You could have taken the safe route. Yeah, but come on. How often does it happen?
Yeah.
7 out of 8 times you're fine.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Oh god! And then during the run,
like if I'm on a world record pace run and I'm in that situation, I'm going for the Thorius every single time, and then be sad and throw my computer across the room when it fails. That's okay. It's not one of my marathon runs if I don't do something silly and screw it up.
All right, let's see the credits. I pushed the button.
You pushed the button.
I pushed the button.
You're not waiting for me anymore.
No, I want to show the credits as well.
That's time for Happy, by the way.
Yeah. All right, and if you want to know what happens in the second game, sorry to say, but we don't have that in this marathon. Maybe next time. Do I have to?
Maybe next time I'll do
learn that now?
any percent.
Yeah, I mean, I could do...
I'll do any percent next time. We can find out what happens. You run around out of bounds in Ayers Rock, and then the credits load.
True. Or how's it called? No Save and Quit Plus. Could also make it fun.
Yeah, that's actually a good category. I think that's quite a fun category. No Save and Quit Plus.
I'm not sure about fun, but it's nice to show off, I think. Also.
Yeah.
It's fun to show off at marathons.
Right. I'm working on stuff.
Oh yeah, that's also interesting. If
it's coming soon.
Wait for Conical. He's gonna show us how to get some more time in this, or like how to optimize this category even further.
Yeah.
Juicy time save coming up, hopefully.
Juicy time. Did you not do the juicy time saves? Did you forget our little frame savers in the epilogue? We have 2 of them.
In the epilogue?
Yeah. Talk to Iodum.
Oh, that's Mandarin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one? Remembering where the...
yeah, remembering who got the black orb.
Yeah, actually, I failed that. I got the first one.
There you go. This is why we do the epilogue.
But I forgot who got the... I didn't check who got the...
You joke, but we have had on multiple occasions world records be decided by frames in the epilogue.
True.
That has happened on multiple occasions.
It's hilarious, but
it is very important.
All right. Let's wait until I get your
3 hours 30 minutes. Plexa did it by like 3 frames or something.
Mm-hmm.
So these frame savers do matter. Everyone's got to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Let's go talk to old man. Hello, yes, you want to speak to me? Thank you. That saves just a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's weird, but it saves some time. I don't know why.
Because he says the same dialogue box. If you just leave, he says the same thing, but the camera has to pan to him and pan back. So if you run to him, it's a little bit faster. And there's also Isaac turns around as well. It just saves a little bit of time. Now, I think Isaac is going to get the the orb because I didn't use the Psycrystal, so Mia won't get it.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason what happened to me. That's Isaac got it.
Let's see. I don't know how far behind my stream is to be able to see. Yeah, Isaac got it. Saves the text box, saves time. Oh, we're almost done.
Islands drifting in the sea. What could it be? Jenna and Kraden.
Oh, I was like 2 pixels too low. So close. Final cutscene. We're almost done.
And we're still at time. Still in the estimate.
Still in the estimate. Well, we did take a while before we started. Well, I've unplugged my headphones. That's silly of me. What have I done that for? Can't hear anyone. Alright, we're back.
They are alive. To be continued.
Oh, Felix still has his green cape there.
Yep.
Clearly it changes colors. Yep. It's my headcanon that he just dove down and got Satoros' cape. Oh, it's time for me, by the way.
Nice.
Nice. GG, happy. Good race. Well done. Congratulations.
GG Conical, the true winner. If Future Dragon would have behaved.
Yeah, that's all right. And thank you to Retro Gaming for having us. This has been so much fun. Always happy to show off these games. If you enjoy them, by all means, come and drop into the Discord. We have a fantastic guide on how to do this run. If you've never played Golden Sun before, you could read the guide and be able to do this speed run. So come by, say hello, and yeah.
Yeah, it's relatively easy to learn. But yeah, if you want to get fast, you have to reset a lot and also learn some of the higher tier strats, I would say. Also learn how to deal with encounters.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, we have the guides and the link to the Discord on speedrunning.com on the Golden Sun page. Also for the second game, The Lost Age, and also Dark Dawn, which has also some interesting glitches. So first and second have similar glitches, but Dark Dawn is a different category.
Dark Dawn is very, very broken. It is a very, very broken game.
Yeah, but different kind of broken game.
They all are. Yeah, they all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Shoutouts to the whole community. Like shoutouts to Plex, who else remember my fellow Austrian team, the Australian team, like also Reg is very present on the Reg is very prominent on the leaderboards and finding new tech all the time in all games, it seems.
Yep.
It's awesome. Yeah. Who else do you want to shout out?
Shout outs to my wife for letting me do these things in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. while we have a small baby asleep. She always needs to get a shout out.
You need to go to sleep.
I need to go to sleep, yeah. My daughter's going to wake up in 3 hours. All right, I think that's it for us, Happy.
Yeah, thanks for having us, and yeah, you can fade out whenever you want.
For having us.
Have a good time, everyone. Oh yeah, I will be on tomorrow as well with Magic the Gathering speedrun. Stay tuned for that. That will be also some RNG heavy game. Oof. Let's see how I can pull it off. All right. See you around. Bye bye.